works. Cross fingers, this works. Test, 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 test. Hello, everyone! Hello, 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 hello. Is this working? Are we going? Okay, a light is flickering.
I see it.
Ignore it. Okay, cool. Ah, hello. Hello, welcome back. You disappeared for a minute there. Are you there? Anyway, sorry everyone for the lateness of starting the stream. I got a bunch of stuff that's going on, and work as usual is keeping me super late, so I get home and then I'm like rushing to eat dinner, and I had to do a different Discord call and set some other stuff up for some esports stuff that I'm doing this weekend. So got that out of the way. We should be good for a decently long stream tonight. I say that loosely. ETA for ending the stream is somewhere around 10:30. That's kind of the goal, but we have some progress to make on MSQ more than anything, and we're in the wrong place for it. What are we even doing here, huh? We're in the wrong place for it. So since we're here already, we're gonna take a quick moment and jump over and visit our retainers, and get another adventure going for one of them. What was I doing in Ul'dah? I did a tiny bit of hunting as a lancer, and I think I was taking some screenshots of the monk outfit around Thanalan, and then I like to end whenever I'm playing, even off stream. I do it especially when I'm on stream, but even off stream I like to end sessions in the city. So I just quick jumped to Ul'dah and logged out. So let's bring up Ere. Thank you. What did you bring me this time? Ooh, acidic secretions. I'm gonna turn the game audio down a little bit. Let me know if it's a bit high for you as well. I think it's because I turned my headphones up while I was enjoying some different, or Subnautica music. That was pretty awesome. So, well, I have no idea if that's the next level adventure or not, but it's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. Different event running concurrent esports stuff. Well, it's not running right now, but I had to do some setup for it. So, oh, hello, Sully Beans. Hello, hello. Sorry, I'm just admiring Alexi's awesome outfit. I wonder if those tattoos are something that you can add to your character, or if that's a part of the outfit. I do not know. I know that you can do, when you're doing character creation, like face tattoos and face painting and stuff, but I didn't. It's the first time we've ever run into someone who actually had it somewhere else too, so that's pretty cool. Okay, off to Mordona we go. Mordona. Today we're going to be progressing MSQ. I think this is considered 2.2.
It's on like arms and legs. It generally is part of the outfit.
Oh, okay, cool. Welcome back, Holo. I don't know if you're aware or not, but you are coming in and out a little bit, so. Maybe Holo's running a raid on the side. Character from the equipment. See, I think that's cool. I think that's cool. But I also think it'd be cool to be able to kind of do your own. And I know that there's some really fancy...
I happen to actually be doing that.
Hey, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. There are some fancy picture programs that you can customize a lot of crazy stuff, but we're not. Okay.
So plus, I can only hear you through the stream right now.
Oh, really? Why is that? That's so weird. That also explains the delay in responses to things. Microphone is... Yeah, microphone. Do you have me muted on Discord? Stereo microphone. We could try doing another call real quick and see if that fixes it. Hang on. Let's both disconnect and I'll try it again. In the meantime, the question is, to all of you, do we do MSQ as a monk, or do we do MSQ as a paladin? Because you've done all of MSQ to this point as a paladin. This is one of the first times that we can actually progress with some level 50 stuff, with another level 50 job besides our paladin gear. So, your company name Danger Bongos? Yes, SE6. That is it, Sully Beans. You got it correct. You got it correct. We'll bounce back and forth depending on what the job entails. We also have to go and visit Eorzea, because we have to talk to him about the ending to Eorzea, the Extreme Garuda raid. We haven't actually done that yet. I didn't realize there was still a little bit more to progress there, so we'll have to do that in a minute. But we get to talk to awesome Minfilia. Minfilia. Truly, there is no rest for the weary. Scarce had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from the Amajana? I feel like I've said that wrong before. Amajana and Sons Mineral Concern. Amajana. I think I said Amajana, maybe? I don't know. I'm pretty sure I said that incorrect the last time that I was reading it. We've run with the Amajana Sons and Mineral Concern before. We run into them before, but it's like the Amalja, but different. All right, let me try to call Holo back and see if that fixes the microphone issue. Test, 1, 2, 3, test. Can you hear me now? Through Discord.
Fine.
Okay, yay, good.
Yeah, you were only coming through on the stream earlier.
Yeah, I'm not sure why my mic just decided not to connect to Discord, but hello again, welcome back. And now you can respond a little bit faster. So, hello everyone, I'm Jake Hilton. Welcome to this stream. It's been a little bit of a chaotic and crazy start to it as well. Holo is our co-pilot who joins me for all of our streams as we progress through the story of Final Fantasy XIV, and it's awesome. And we're progressing MSQ a little bit, and then we will go, and after we finish 2.2, which I believe is correct, we will be working on our Lancer quests. So, scarcely had I begun to make myself at home when I received a request for assistance from Amajana and Sons Mineral Concern. It would appear their storehouse in Horizon has been the target of a series of covert robberies. Minor as they seem in isolation, occasional discrepancies in the manifests were long dismissed as clerical errors. It was only during the concern's annual audit that a pattern became apparent. Significant qualities of crystals, and only crystals, were missing. I hardly need to tell you what that may imply. Someone stealing the crystals to go and strengthen the primals, and to resummon primals. The brass blades charged with investigating the thefts believe that someone within the concern is selling the crystals for profits. Alas, they have as yet been unable to identify a likely suspect, and the concern's proprietors have grown frustrated by their lack of progress. I'm checking the stream health because it's saying that we're buffering a little bit right now.
Well, yeah, just turn off Discord stream.
Okay, yeah, let me try that. We have yet to nail down exactly what the cause is of... And what's weird is that the kilobytes per second goes up and down, so it launches up to like 12,000 per second, and then will drop to 3,000 and go back up. So, yeah, it's weird. It does weird things. We have yet to figure out exactly what it is wrong with it. I have theories and ideas, and the price of GPUs, the 3080 Ti is coming down in price, which is fantastic. It's not exactly to the price point that I want to buy it yet, but it's coming very soon. So, looks like we're in the green, so let's continue. Needless to say, I would not have agreed to intervene had the stolen goods been of merely monetary value. If there is even a possibility that the thief acts not out of self-interest, but in service to a primal, we can ill afford to wait for the blades to realize their mistake. Pray depart for Horizon at your earliest convenience. Rendezvous with Y'shtola when you arrive. She and Thancred have already begun a preliminary investigation. I have every confidence that the three of you will get to the bottom of these thefts. I only hope our fears prove unfounded when you do. Yeah, I don't know that that's going to be the case, but we can certainly hope so. We can certainly hope so. Quantity, not quality. The quantity of streams. We don't care if the quality is low. How about both? Is that a problem? I'm down for both. Give a quick bow. I like the new digs. I took a couple screenshots while I was away and between streams, just to get some really good pictures. I think one of the outside ones is what I used for the front facing for this stream, actually. I got a good picture of Mordona's crystal. Okay. Head out of the Rising Stones. which is pretty cool. We do have some areas of Eorzea where stones float, so it makes sense. We will be back for all of you blue quests eventually. Not today. Not today. We have bigger things to do. And we're not doing the Crystal Tower yet. That is coming very soon as well. All right. Since we need to go back to Thanalan anyway, Horizon is in... Yeah, we got to go back there to start off with. Cool. So we'll... How do we want to do this? We need to go to Horizon. Oh, no. We can go to Lenosha. And then... It's from the docks here at Limsa Lominsa that we can take a ferry to Western Thanalan. Holo was showing me this little shortcut that we can go on. Also, thank you everyone for coming out and showing up super early to the stream. This is one of the first times we had like an actual crowd. It was like 4 of you waiting for the stream to start, so I greatly appreciate that. And there's a lot of consistency in showing up to watch. And I love having you all join me in the journey. I love some of the little lore tidbits that I miss or don't pick up on. And yeah, this has just been a blast. Been a blast to have and enjoy. So we can go to the Arcanist's Guild, which is something I do want to start eventually as well. There's a whole slew of skills that we need that for. And then we have a couple of like the Torn... orchestrion roles that I want to clean up so that we can get more music. To Vesper Bay for 80 gil. How is this shorter? Well, because otherwise you're jumping to Horizon and then, well, it's not shorter when you have the cutscene. Jumping to Horizon, jumping onto a flying mount and flying all the way there. And so if you're not pritter-pratting and your different locations load quickly, you can get there fairly short by taking the ferry skipper to skip the ferry. And I still have the cutscene thing on. I think that I may leave it on just to be safe in case we have one of those issues where the cutscenes break again. But most of the time we're seeing new cutscenes anyway, so for the stream, it's extremely rare that it won't show up. The other reason I like it is when I go back to certain dungeons, it's kind of cool to catch screenshots of certain looks and certain dungeons, especially if I haven't gotten screenshots of it before. So, over the stool. Thou art returned whole from thy grueling trial. It was a very fun trial, though. I definitely enjoyed that a lot. Garuda Extreme was awesome. Hath the battle with the lady gifted thee a glimpse into the Primal's fortress of inscrutability? Indeed, and there was this interesting focus, this little device that they used to grant her a lot more strength than she was supposed to have. A ritual focus of Exali bone, home to what tainted powers I cannot say. Pray, leave this curiosity with me, that I may dwell further on its nature. Garuda's unseemingly strength was not fueled by crystal caches and tempered worship alone. Nay, I fear some new rite of summoning was employed. The rigid culture of the exile rarely spawneth such anomaly. Methinks agents more deeply versed in primal lore have meddled here. The Asians for certainty. We know that for a certainty. And if those servants of darkness are afoot, they will not stop at a single tribe. Such revelations do much to explain my recent communications. Art thou prepared to struggle once more against a beastmen god? Oh, that was a huge amount of seals, too. That's awesome. Okay, we'll start this one, though we're not going to actually continue it. We're just going to open the door to it. The Maelstrom has sent word of a mountain-shaking tremor felt by every man and beast in the northern half of Vilbrand. Aye, the kobolds have awoken the Lord of Crags, and this shuddering arrival doth echo with the heightened strength shown by his sister Primal. Seek thee out, High Storm Commander Rashat Riki at Maelstrom Command in Nimsalominsa. Thy path leads once more to the stony feet of Titan. Which I hear is a much harder dungeon / raid than was before, so I'm looking forward to that greatly. But we will have to continue that another day. Maybe in the next stream. Maybe. Titan Extreme, anyone? But we have more important things to do, especially if we're going to get our Dragoon. Oh, those are cool wings. Hello. Azura. Aww. Aww, he's talking to Tataru, but she's not here. She's not here. Such sadness. We've moved on. We've moved on. Okay. Off to Horizon, which we're not even going to do it the decency of teleporting. We're just gonna fly. So we still ended up flying the distance, but we're flying back, and it's still worthwhile. And it's cool to kind of fly through areas we've been through before. This was one of the fun areas to fly around because you're kind of dodging the pillars. If you've ever played any Star Wars game that has pod racing, it feels very much like that because you're just whoosh. The fight is faster and less costly. Is it 80 gil versus 240 gil? I'm pretty sure was what it costs to teleport. Unless you have a really long loading times, the boat from Limsa to Vesper is far faster. Not Dungeon Trial. I'm sorry. I'm learning all of the names. I know because dungeons have the like 3 different bosses. I think raids are 8-man events. I don't even know if we've done a raid. Yeah, I think the Praetorium was a raid, but now it's down to 4 people again, so I don't know what's considered now. And then Trial is the single boss. So Garuda, Ifrit, and Titan are Trials. I will get it correct eventually. Thank you, Sideswiper. But yeah, I feel like 240 is more expensive than 80. I could be wrong, though. Yashtola! Ah, Jake, your assistance is most welcome. I've already spoken at length with the brass blades of the Rose, albeit to little avail. It would seem that the thieves took great pains to conceal their activities. I could go into further detail, but your time might be better spent in conversation with Fufulupa. He is the officer charged with leading the investigation, and I would only be repeating that which he related to me. If aught eluded my attention, mayhap it will not elude yours. We've dealt with Fufulupa before, which is awesome. I think he was the one who, when we were dealing with the brass blades very early on, actually was leveled up. So, in that sense, I cannot allow you to leave your cargo unless it's been what? Inspected? I think he's just saying I have to inspect your cargo. Not allow you to leave until your cargo has been inspected. Yeah, so he's stopping him here. So getting to talk with Fufulupa again is awesome, especially as he got moved up in the ranks after his captain was found to be untrustworthy. We'll say that. Jake, what a pleasure to see you again. Yashtola said to expect you. Terrible business, these thefts. We have yet to confirm the quality of crystal stolen, but I dare say it may be greater than... never mind that. I have news to share. A short while ago, the driver of a heavy-laden carriage refused to halt for inspection. Was it the one we just saw? And broke through one of our checkpoints on the Royal Allegan Sunway. Apparently not, but these people and their lack of being inspected, I don't get it. The cart bolted off towards eastern Thanalan, where, thank the gods, I hear that our colleagues were able to apprehend them without further incident. A speeding carriage? That would seem a curious choice for thieves of such proven cunning. Yet the Eorzea do have a foothold in eastern Thanalan. And what of their cargo? Did they carry the crystals we seek? We should be receiving a report any moment now, but I fail to see what else it could be. What could it be? Ah, Thancred! Did you miss me, friends? I am back, but I fear I come bearing disappointing news. Or on second thought, perhaps it is good news after all. Not the crystals. Thancred, where have you been off to? I figured you had everything under control here, so I just took a brief excursion to the east to check up on our Eorzea friends. And wouldn't you believe it, I happened upon a runaway carriage on the way, and even was able to do a small part in helping my friends in the Brass Blades intercept it. Aw, Thancred, where it needs to be at the right time. Oh! The lights in the background just came on because it's turning dusk. That is super cool. I love that. I don't know that we've actually seen those lights like come on before in other areas. We're either day or night at different places. So, Praetorium was always a dungeon. Okay, an 8-man dungeon. Definitely confusing for new players with no dungeons besides Meridium and Primal. Yeah, that's exactly why. So, you can tell what they are by the icons. Got it. and by the section of Duty Finder they're in. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Good to know that I still have not... It doesn't sound like I've officially done a full raid yet. They've only ever been dungeons or trials and some longer dungeons and some more interesting dungeons. But in all my years, I've never seen such a prodigious amount of somas. The Blades were calling it one of the greatest hauls they've ever seen. The stolen crystals, on the other hand, were nowhere to be found. Is that so? Alas, I suppose we have no choice but to resume our search elsewhere. Poor Fufalupa. We should reassess our options as well. Come with us, Jake. Do we get to go to the local tavern, take a seat, and have a chit-chat? I think that would be one of the awesome things to do. Hey, Lavava. In terms of, like, when you get to interact with the world, is if you kind of went to a dungeon, or not to a dungeon, but a inn, and either spent the night at the inn, or got a drink, and chatted it up. Ta-ha-ha!
I can always tell when you're busy focusing on emotes because you suddenly just stop talking.
Like,
Which brain is busy right now.
Yes, it's called emote stunlock. Never again will I ride from Gridania to... Oh, never again will I save the ride from Gridania in a single turn of the sun. Jeez, that is a long ride. Poor Chocobo, all curled up to sleep. Oh, he's so cute. Can I target him too? I was gonna give him a pet as well. That's adorable. Okay, Thancred, we gotta chat it up. I don't want to interrupt Terrane's conversation with you, but she's kind of in the way. Oh, hey, she's got the monk attire as well. Well, some of it at least. But that's yeah. She switched to monk blade as well. Just stunned me. That's hilarious.
If there's people blocking, you can always press and hold X to disable picking out anything else but NPC targets.
Yeah, I don't think she was blocking in this. It was more roleplay blocking than actual blocking. It was more just for fun. Because it's like, you know, if someone's in the middle of a conversation with someone, you're like, I'll wait for them to finish the conversation before I step in. So I would have interrupted anyway, but it was just fun timing. Against all expectations, it would seem that the Eorzea are innocent of this particular spate of crimes. By all indications, they have yet to replenish the store of crystals exhausted during their last attempt to summon Ifrit. What I can't fathom is why anyone else would go to such lengths to obtain crystals, and in such quantities. Not the Asians? It cannot be that we're dealing with simple thieves. If their motive were profit, why would they limit their trade to crystals alone? Plainly, we are missing something. While you think of what it might be, I shall inform Eorzea of our progress, or lack thereof. Alright.
Now then.
Voice acting! Good.
The situation may be more complicated than we anticipated.
Good to have Thancred's voice back.
Indeed, I shall remain watchful.
Coils of Bahamut and Crystal Tower are the only proper raids you have access to. Oh, but we did the coils unlocked or unsynced. So it didn't really count, if you will count. You've done 12 raids, sort of, since you did unsynced. Yeah, that's this sort of. Where I don't really count that because we did it unsynced. Why did you switch back to Paladin? Only because the other character, the other player, swapped from Monk back to Paladin. They switched to Monk to kind of match us for a moment, and then they switched, I want to say it was Paladin. It might have been something else, it was hard to tell, but they switched to cool gear, so I swapped to Paladin just to be like, I'm in cool gear too. That's the only reason why. I'll switch back to Monk afterwards, because we are super high level as Paladin, so.
Ere thou goest, another matter requireth thine attention. A young maiden, full eager to... Wherefore inquirest thou of her fairness? Oh, very well. Be she damsel or devil, I shall direct her steps to Revenant's Toe.
Thancred just being like, oh, tell me about her looks. Is she a blonde? You know.
Save thine insinuations for one given to such impropriety. Thou shalt not find me amenable.
I think we do a fair justice on his voice. Oh, he's up at the entrance now. Interesting. He's actually leaving the Waking Sands? What? What's this ship? Okay, a new player.
Across the sea from the land of Doman have we traveled. We seek audience with the ruler of these lands. Who here speaks for you?
She's got an awesome garb. The Alduns. Where is I wonder if the maiden that he's talking about is Alize. Fending, strength 15, aiming, slaying, fending. Let's take slaying because we can. Just take something that feels right. All right, back to monk we go. All right. Thancred. We have new visitors from Doma. Actually, I wonder if... We'll check it out afterwards. I was going to say, I wonder if we can see it from the world map. Any bright ideas? A solitary flash of insight? No? Well then, for want of a better suggestion, I say we try picking Fufalupa's brain again. Now, even if we did say that it was probably the Asians that were finding secret ways to do it, they were working through someone. So the question is, who were they working through to be able to get these crystals? And even if we did figure that out, just saying the Asians did it is not really that helpful because we don't have any lead as to where to go to get the Asians. So, who knows? If we work together, we may yet find something of use nestled away within it. Fufalupa. We have to converse with you. Alright, I want to go here, though. World map. There we go. So, Mordona. So, I wonder if Doma is over here. There's like a vortex there. There's a ton of broken ships there. Maybe it's over here. But they said they came from across the sea. So, maybe it's way over here. Oh, wow. I forgot how expansive this world is. Yeah, there's that there, which is a short name, but it's kind of got a three-piece name there, so I don't know if that's it. That looks like Doma right in the middle there, so they could have set sail from that city and sailed all the way around the cape and came over here to Thanalan. Maybe that's their ship right there. Exciting stuff. New people, new ventures, new places. Oh, but it is good to see you return. We were just around the corner. We were right over there. I have given some thought to the matter, and I have just hit upon a most disturbing possibility. How could I have been so blind? Well, good that we're talking to you, then. Calm yourself, Fufalupa. What is this disturbing possibility of which you speak? I was contemplating as to how the thieves' activities escaped our notice for so long, and then it came to me. What if there was someone among our own ranks conspiring with them? A traitor in our midst? Well, that's a disturbing thought. It would be most unfortunate if your fears proved well-founded, Fufalupa. Especially when we've already dealt with Thancred and not knowing that he was a traitor in our midst. It is just terrible. No issue with this job, I just think it's more efficient not level the paladin anymore. Your first time hearing of Doma. Yes. Thancred, privy, I beseech thee. Hang on. Thancred, privy, I beseech thee, contain thy person, ere you beach upon the sandbar of thine own folly. That is beautifully phrased, Wandering Bishop. Beautifully phrased. Indeed, if for reasons of security the concern decided to transfer the remaining crystals stored in Horizon to another location, their plans would be discovered the moment the brass blades were informed. Ah, but such a shipment would surely be well guarded. Would thieves as wily as ours risk open confrontation? Mayhaps not,
but neither would the concern be eager to present them with such an obvious target. Nay, they might instead elect to carry out the transfer in secret, to entrust the goods to, let us say, a lone Mikote miner traveling without escort so as to not attract undue attention. This is a quick aside, but a great secret story about goods being transferred that this is kind of hinting at was one where there was it was in a book that I read, shipments of goods that were being sent to a particular location, except that the entire time that the goods were being shipped, it was just a very, very surface level of goods right at the very top, so it looked like there was a lot of goods when there actually wasn't that many, and all the goods were being stored at the original location in the first place. They just had an entire separate cavern where they were storing everything back at the original place, so they were only shipping like 10% of all of the goods. It was hilarious. It was great secrets. It was like they never were shipping anything in the first place. But who? Oh, I see. Yes, the concerned may well elect to do that, but to travel with so much cargo would be a strenuous task indeed, and this miner would certainly need to rest upon the way, mayhap north of the bridge to Hammerlea. A fine spot for a rest, would you not agree, Jake? You lie in wait to the north, and I shall do the same to the south.
I feel like I know which bridge they're talking about.
Ahem. Forgive me, my friends, but I've received new orders. I must inform my men at once.
Go, Fufalupa! Continue to be a great leader. Oh, he's back. I believe the bridge is near the place where he did the Black Mage confrontation, where he first saw Coco Bussy completely overtaken.
Call me a cynic, but I would be surprised if these thieves laid... Oh, call me a cynic, but I'd be surprised if these thieves laid down their arms and surrender. See that you come prepared to offer them some of encouragement.
Well, our Fists of Flying Fury can maybe knock a little bit of sense into them. Fufalupa's back with a quest that we shall take at another time. Just checking out the bardic weapon. Okay, so line wait for the thieves over there, which is where we have a lot of the dragons, I believe. One of the first kind of drake-like creatures, these guys. The Peists, the desert Peists. Yes, it is similar, but we're actually over here? Oh, we're waiting behind this and keeping an eye on the bridge. It is late at night, so if they were going to rest anywhere, this would be a great place to rest. Or not here, but at night they would want to take a bit of a breather. Movement in the distance catches your eyes. Oh! Kill them all! Giant AoE! Oh, because we have double the people, because we have two of us doing it at the same time. Nice. Taking them out. Oh, no, we got more over here. More over here. Nice. I love that move. 4-point fury. Any more guards? No? You could have helped Y'shtola. I'm just saying. You're just standing around. Oh!
No, she's playing the role.
She's playing the role of the miner. That's so cool.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know if you picked up on all of the like coded language that they were giving back and forth. Very obvious.
Right, the miner traveling with the goods. Oh, but how likely would they be attacked? No, the lantern and everything. That's a really great outfit. I love it. The final temptation.
Stubborn to the last, as expected. You are unharmed?
So they basically set a bait for the people that were stealing stuff to show up and steal it.
A gang of sea wolf thieves, and in Thanalan no less. I suppose there's a first time for everything. Sea wolves? All of them?
Aye, and all with the same taste in facial tattoos. Blue, in case you were wondering. I couldn't see it through the red of our punching. I'm just saying.
Our thieves are a long way from home.
Sounds like we need to go to Lenosha. We're looking back and forth like, do you want to share anything?
Thancred, if you would be so good as to attend to the outstanding matters in Horizon, I have inquiries to make.
So she's off to Limsa and Lominsa, most likely. To Horizon, then. Fufalupa will want to hear about your meeting with the thieves. It went just splendidly. Thaumaturg.
Some would even say smashing.
Smashing success, yes. We'll just hope that they have dental insurance. That's all. Their mothers might not recognize their grin after the visit that we had with them. It was a grand time. Fufalupa, we said hello to some not-so-friendly friends.
On behalf of the Brass Blades of the Rose, I thank you for your service to Horizon. But we have not been idle. While you were afield, we succeeded in identifying the traitor within our ranks. Is that so? Then by your leave, I should very much like to have a word with the fellow in private. No. I'm afraid that will not be possible. Regrettably, he, managed to subdue the unit of blades dispatched to detain him, and made good his escape.
He escaped? We're gonna have to chase him down?
Oh, for the love of... And how did he manage that exactly? Your men haven't been sampling the somnus we confiscated, have they? Or was he a giant in disguise?
Oh, don't be mean, Thancred.
No, he was quite strong. A sea-wolf. Lominson born and raised, I believe. But do not worry. We will find him. You have my word on that.
I see. Pray, keep me appraised of any developments. You don't need to be rude, Thancred. I know you're frustrated, but...
Yes, he's standing next to me. Understood.
He's standing next to me. Oh, he's receiving a call, maybe from Urianger, and then he, being Jake, is standing next to me.
Understood. I fear our time together is at an end, my friend. Your services are required elsewhere. Awfully disappointing, I know, but one must follow where duty leads. You might try to look a little disappointed. Or do you mean to give me another one of your stoic nods? You do, don't you?
Stoic nod. Yes, stoic nod. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let's take the casting for... Oh, we can't even take it. All right, that's good enough. I didn't realize we already had it. Can we do... Is it / RP stoic nod? No. What is it to do exactly what you just did there? Was it /R?
/EM for Emma.
Oh, there we go. EM. Stoic nod. Stoically, nod stoically to Jake. There we go. So it would be /EM emote nod stoically to Lovava. That's all we do is stoically nod. Oh, did we just went through this? Oh my goodness, we have to go through this whole thing again because we picked the wrong earring. Alright, fine. We'll just take the gold since the game is going to be a little silly with us. The Allegan pieces. We'll sell them, turn them into gil. It'll be great. We'll get rich off of that. I thought we were getting some cool earrings, but nope, not the case.
The antecedent bid me tell you to make for Vesper Bay, where young Alfino awaits your coming most eagerly. It was he who requested your assistance. Some commotion or incident. I'm not privy to the details. While you do whatever it is that Alfino has planned for you, I shall endeavor to track down our traitorous brass blade. And when I do, you may rest assured that we will have our answers.
Good on you, Thancred. I actually wondered if Alfino was going to participate in the situation because he is such a good negotiator and a diplomat. That's his thing. His whole thing is being a diplomat. And so when mysterious strangers from Doma appear out of nowhere, clearly those are things we need to kill. I didn't realize that. Probably the Lancer, I'm gonna guess, is gonna be asking for those to be killed. For those to be hunted. It makes the most sense that we would have ourselves a diplomat when strangers appear. Alfino, how are you doing? You are late. I came as fast as I could. I literally could not have come much faster, besides maybe a half second where I paused to look at the hunting thing. All right, calm down. No matter. I know where our visitors are headed. From what I have been able to gather, this vessel belongs to a band of Domans who seek an audience with the Sultana. You are familiar with Doman, yes? In Othard? No, we're not. Well, like the rest of the nations of the eastern continent, it is ruled by the Garlean Empire. Given our visitors' unannounced arrival, as well as the state of their ship looks fine, but it is small. I suspect they did not leave their homeland under the best circumstances. Needless to say, I should be very interested to hear their tale, and more importantly, what they know of the current state of affairs in the Empire. Such information could prove most useful. We would be fools not to pursue this opportunity, do you not think? Come with me to Uldar, Jake. Unless I am mistaken, and I am rarely mistaken, we will find the Domans bickering with the Sultan Sworn at the Royal Promenade. You are uncertain of your role in the proceedings? Insurance, my friend. If our guests are not themselves Imperial agents, it seems fair to assume that they may be pursued by some. And if not, who better than you to have on hand in the event of an unforeseen diplomatic incident? Anyone remember episode 2's diplomacy? Besides, I do so enjoy your sparkling repertoire. No, it's repartee? Repartee. As usual, when we find new words we've never seen before, we're going to assume that it probably has to do with reputation, but no. Oh, no. Enjoy your sparkling repartee. Conversation or speech characterized by quick, witty comments or replies. Except that we never say anything. We only give stoic nods. So, satisfied? Good. I shall see you in Uldar. No, come back! I wanted to give you a stoic nod! No, Alfie, no.
There's only so much room in the conversation for Alphino. It doesn't leave much for you.
No, exactly. I just wanted to give him a classic stoic nod on our way out. But, alright, back to... oh, wait, before we go... Well, let's go ahead and throw a party on you to save on travel costs.
Yes, pay my teleportation costs.
Well, I get to teleport for free because it's my hometown, so...
It didn't give me the what?
Returns don't allow you to teleport?
Apparently not.
We've learned something new. Returns do not work with bringing party members along. Well, haha, I'll beat you there.
It might be overpowered, because then you could have, like, 2 different cities you could just teleport each other between all the time.
I suppose if you had 3 party members, one who is based out of each city, you would just have free teleports to all the cities all the time. But, are we going the wrong direction for the Chamber of Rule? I think we are. Oh, no, not quite. We came mostly the shorter path. We're waiting for our short-legged friend to join us. Oh, it's Tyranny again. She's here. We ran into her before. She was the one that... See, let me check real quick. I think this is Paladin or Samurai. It is Samurai. Okay. So she changed into her Samurai outfit, which I thought was cool. So I swapped over to our Paladin just to look awesome. Oh, we just walked straight into it. Returns are not the same thing as teleports. Yeah, it's a one-way ticket. Well, we learned something new, so... Still insufferable. I think he's fun. Oh, it's her, the mystery woman. It matters not how many times you ask. Without the necessary permissions, none shall pass. Pray, understand, good sir, we have not the leisure to lodge a formal petition. Time is of the essence. All I ask is that you summon your superior. Allow me to plead my case. Surely you can grant us that small kindness? Away with you, and darken these doors no longer. I will not ask again. You know not what you do. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. She's got... Look at the ears. Not ears, but... I think she's an aura. Oh, well, you can tell by the tail. That's plays dead IRL. I didn't notice it before because I think she was standing, front facing, so we couldn't see the tail. And then when she was just talking, we were also zoomed out or zoomed in. So I saw the earpieces under the hood, and I was like, oh, the horns. Maybe it's an aura. And then she walks over here, and I'm like, oh, you can see the tail clearly. So
I gather your pleas fell upon deaf ears. A loyal man with a cold heart. I know his kind well. I hope that you will find me more to your liking. Alfinod Levelure at your service. A friend. Which I believe makes me very nearly unique, in this part of the world at least. Few indeed are your allies in Ul'dah, yet you will need some if you wish to endear yourself to the wealthy and powerful. Pray, join me and my associate at Quicksand. There you may explain your situation to us, and we shall see if there is aught we can do to help.
another aura from Doma. Is Doma the origin of the aura? Maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Lovava? Is it possible that I will find one of my own kind? Also explains the merchant at the beginning who's like, wow, you're really far from home. if we came all the way from Doma over to here to check it out. I also will say, Alfino, could we not have... Oh, wait, it is here. In the Quicksand, the Adventures Guild. Okay, cool. For a second, my brain registered Quicksand as the Waking Sands. And so I was like, did we travel all the way here just to turn around and travel all the way back, Alfino? I mean, really, you can't be that much of a jerk. But no, we can get to go visit, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the name. Momodi? Adventurers Guild. To Momodi.
So,
Yugiri,
you
go
gonna
ahead.
Introduce yourself?
Say that again?
I said, Aura, you gonna introduce yourself?
Oh, making puns! I love it! Well, if I could get a chance to actually talk to her, I would. Seems like everyone else is doing the talking for us. Refugee leader, nice. But I want to see... Yugiri was our first introduction to Aura before they were announced, so it was a mystery of what she was. We haven't even gotten her name yet, and you're spoiling her name already! Oh, gosh, chat. No, I'm kidding. She actually uses... Mikote body in the post ARR content, because I remember correctly they didn't have the Aura body rigging complete. That's awesome. Because Aura weren't released at the time, she remained hooded for the foreseeable future. That's so cool. So all you got to see was like tidbits of what could be, and she remained hidden. That's actually really, really awesome. Must have sparked in the so much conversation within the community about what she could be. Lavava, you can have the chair. That's okay. That's for you. So, we get to meet Yugiri. Oops, it's okay.
We have traveled some several thousand miles across the sea from the nation of Doma, in hopes that we might find sanctuary in these lands.
Sanctuary, Lady Yugiri?
Yugiri, there it is. And it's a very smooth, almost melodic vocal tone, so she has some very interesting vibrato. Running out of musical knowledge here. We're kind of...
Lying within Othard, Doma was under the dominion of the Garlean
Dominion? Under the Garlean
Empire.
Empire. That's so cool. I love that.
When the War of Succession broke out in Garlemald, we espied an opportunity to free ourselves from the yoke of imperial oppression and took up arms. Only to be crushed.
Oof.
And so I gathered what few Domans escaped the reckoning and guided them hither to your shores.
Are there more?
War of Succession? Then the Emperor... Forgive me. You said that Doma was under Imperial rule, did you not?
Yeah, there's a lot here they're trying to figure out.
Doma is gone. Razed to the ground as an example to the other provinces.
Ugh. That's super rough. So... War of Succession means that the Emperor probably died, and now they're trying to figure out who is going to become the new Emperor, which also means that there is a lot of civil war, hopefully, for the, well, it's actually bad because usually the lower people, the soldiers, are the ones that pay the cost of civil war. But there's a civil war going on within the Garlean Empire, but also the Doma being raised is really bad. Hopefully not a vast majority of the Aura are gone, but it would be interesting is to throw in a little bit of character backstory as to how we ended up over here and adventuring in Thanalan. Is that, did we leave before Doma was raised? Did we leave because Doma was raised and then ended up here earlier than the rest of the refugees that were fleeing? I would assume that we probably left earlier before Doma was raised, but we found and managed to escape, and that's probably why we were so impoverished when we arrived and became an adventurer, trying to make our way in the world.
Mercy. And your people?
On a ship anchored in Vesper Bay, flying borrowed colors.
Nice. Flying borrowed colors.
Many were complicit in the rebellion, or akin to those who were. They will not come ashore until I send word that it is safe to do so. I sought an audience with your rulers, but was summarily refused.
The lords of Ul'dah are not wont to entertain foreign refugees without suitable encouragement.
Well, they also deal with a ton of refugees already, so it's like, oh, hey, we're already super populated with refugees because we're Ul'dah. Let's just take on a whole new civilization. Whee! It definitely would even further strain their already super strained resources.
Mayhap I was foolish to expect otherwise, but our supplies run low and we have young ones in urgent need of care. I have seen the tents outside the gates, however. We are not the first to seek asylum, nor will we be the last.
Nor will we be the last.
Be that as it may, Ul'dah is no friend to Garlemald. Your tale would stir the hearts of many men and women here. The Sultana and the Syndicate will not be so easily swayed, but I shall see that you are granted an opportunity to plead your case.
This is within your power?
This is within your power? I'm trying to learn the cadence at which she speaks.
Far be it from me to boast, but I do have the ear of certain influential individuals.
I am in your debt.
Lady Yugiri, forgive me for observing, but your choice of attire seems like to evoke feelings of mistrust.
Being all hooded up
Men
and
are
cloaked and
wont to fear
everything.
the unfamiliar. We know this from experience. We seek only to spare the people of Ul'dah unnecessary disquiet.
Unnecessarily disquiet.
I shall defer to your experience then.
I thank you for your understanding.
I could definitely see if she was the only Aura and this is the first time that she's ever come here, being like, now we obviously are a standout, but being that super
Seems I have
cautious.
urgent business with the Flame General. I leave our guests in your capable hands.
Oh, what are we supposed to do? We'll take them to dinner, maybe play some Triple Triad with them, teach them some cards. I'm always down for another Triple Triad game. How awesome would it be if we popped out and we were sitting at the table and it gave us the option of like, converse, Triple Triad, you know? Sally B, you took over the seat, did you not? Oh, hey, Sally, that's from the chat. Sally Beans, that's awesome. Sally, shame on you. I forgot she doesn't have a name right away. Lisa was spoiled only 3 minutes before the reveal casually. Good for us in Eorzea. Small spoiler, no Aura aren't from Doman itself. Oh, okay. Small spoiler. Spoiler. They come from Ulthard itself. Not quite the same thing. I'm sure we'll learn more about that as we get there. Hi, Sally. Awesome to see you. And man, that is a awesome outfit as well. I love the hat. That is beautiful. Very spring, which is perfect for this time in attire. Very adventurous as well. You legitimately look like an adventurer, which is awesome. I look like a monk. Good to see you. Good to see you. Getting to visit in game as well.
If I may, sir, as I said earlier, we have been at sea for several moons and our supplies are all but spent. I have not the heart to repeat the tales of our tribulations, nor would it please me you to listen to them, I think. Suffice it to say, however, sacrifices have been made. Though it shames me to beg for more when you have already offered so much, desperation compels me. Gentle sir, if you or your associates could spare any provisions, anything at all, it would go a long way to lessen the sufferings of my people.
Okay, well, we don't actually... Okay, this is the thing. We have not had actual meals in a while because despite me doing the culinary thing for a while, I have eaten through all of our culinary supplies and now have no food. Our inventory is completely empty of food. So we should pick up some food for ourselves, but it looks like... Oh, Lovava wants to trade me some lentils and chestnuts. Is this for the food? Thank you, Lovava! That's so sweet of you.
Talk to her again.
All right, I'll do that in just 1 second, but I want to give a quick bow to Sully as we give a proper bow before everything. I'm kind of sad that IRL bows aren't a thing anymore, just because they're so fun and so full of respect. So,
Anything you can provide would be welcome. Adults can go without, but the children...
Wait a minute, can I... Oh, maybe I have to use the food on her? Let me try that. If I target her, and then go to here... And then use. No, Jake, what are you... Ugh.
Oh my god, you're just gonna eat it in front of her?
Right in front of her, too!
Oh, really?
She's like, please, the children are starving. And I'm like, this is such delicious lentil soup. It's such good food. Normally when you target something and you use it on the thing you're targeting. I have failed. I have failed entirely. I'm absolutely ashamed. I'm so sorry. In fact, I am gonna, I'm just gonna lie here for a while. And, no, we have to make this right. Yugiri, we will be back with more food. Where is the closest place we can buy food? Does Momody sell food? Momody, quick, give me some food. Zutsu, you repair stuff. You don't sell food. I've got to find somebody who sells me food. I think the closest place would probably be in the market. Since I'm already repairing stuff, go through here and repair it. Mender.
I don't think you can use it on her.
Oh, okay. Were you baiting me into using it anyway?
I just wanted to see what you do.
Okay, well, I definitely did try. It just isn't fair. Okay, hello, Sully B. Hello. I love the look of your character in the game. Okay, Tradecraft Merchant, that's for supplies. Dependent Jeweler, Battlecraft Armor. Potwatch? Potwatch. Okay, that's a good name for it. We have to buy, I'm going to buy literally 100 eggs so that we can give them to random people. Oh, we can't buy 100 eggs. Or we're buying 99 eggs so that we can throw out eggs to random people. And then we will... Oh, you already bought the lentils. So we'll do button stew. And we'll buy 10 of those to hold us up for a while. Actually, we can see here. GP 6%, gathering 2%. GP 6%, gathering 2%. Are most of these? No, here we go. Some of the fighting stuff up here. Marmot steak. Tree-toad legs. Ooh. Yeah, we want fighting stuff. So, yeah, let's do the tree-toad legs. Let's eat some toad legs. Why not? There we go. Alright, now you know what's a little bit sad. We have never actually initiated the trade with anyone at any time in all of our hours and hours and hours of play. We have only ever been traded to. So, we have to fix this. Jake, the fool.
That's the streamer life.
Where... Lavava, where did you go?
I'm back here at the Wakened Sands.
What? Aww. Speak with Momody. Well, have you already talked to Momody?
Uh-huh.
Well, lame. I was gonna force you to eat eggs.
Well,
I will.
Don't let me stop you.
Oh, there you are, right here. Anyway, here, can I escape?
I show up.
No, I'm skipping through stuff. All right, we're gonna read it through down here. It's gonna be behind me. Don't worry. I'll still read it through though. Hells, why didn't you say so sooner, Jake? Of course I help. You couldn't have picked a better day to tell the truth.
A wealthy merchant and his entourage were due to have a banquet here on the morrow, see? But just send word they can't come, meaning I've got a boatload of foodstuffs and no one to feed it to. Best of all, they paid for the lot in advance. Ha ha! Go forth and call Fridure and Catherine at the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Tell them I said to ship the little prince's order to the Wakened Sands. Oh, and if they argue, just show them those letters, and that should set them straight. Okay. There we go. Now, I want to initiate a trade, and we will trade... Can I... Oh, I'll probably need to split this first before I throw it in. I wonder if it would just throw all of them. What? Can I execute while the trade is open? Alright, so if I trade... Ah, it does do that. Okay, nice. Cool. So then I can select 10 and trade you 10 eggs. When I was
I'll
allowed...
trade you the fair price of 69 gil.
What's it? Nice. There you go. I should have traded you 48 eggs, so that way, when you were a Lalafell, you ate 4 dozen eggs every morning to help you get large. But do you have the eats eggs emote?
Not on this character.
Got it.
On my Primal server character, yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. It's all the way down. Eat
Do
egg.
you hold the egg with one hand? Okay, yeah. My character actually holds it with 2 hands.
Oh, when you are eating the egg? That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, we have to
I
go.
regret not logging in on this character for the event and doing it.
Because Lalafell just, they kind of, it's really cute as they munch, munch, munch. That's so sweet. Look, we're both eating eggs, alright? You're eating eggs, I'm eating eggs, we're all eating eggs. You? Oh, you just pulled out your weapon. It looked for a half second like they were mopping.
Exactly what I did.
Eats eggs. Alright. Use your foodstuffs and help people that are in need. She's in the business of feeding refugees now. I ain't normally one to question Mistress Momody's judgment, but that doesn't seem too wise to me. Well, I have a letter telling you to do it anyway, so do it anyway. I'll not speak for the children, but if you ask me, any man what can't earn a crust deserves to go hungry. Yeah, this is called a extenuating circumstance, so... Now listen here, jerk. Do as I say anyway, whether you like it or not. Catherine, we just bought some food for you. Do you mind helping out? My, that's a rather odd request. Mayhaps you misheard her instructions? No. Give the food anyway. You know, you shouldn't encourage them like this. They'll start to expect it, mark my words. Again, extenuating circumstance. I think if they were in a situation that they could work, they probably would. But I don't think this is the case. I don't think this is the case, Catherine. Bit of a special circumstance, if you ask me. But I can see how, from a very brief set of circumstances, or a very brief run-in, there is a feeling that if you throw out handouts, people are going to become, I don't want to say dependent, but the desire for getting something without giving something in return, is a fear, despite it being often untrue. They didn't give you any kind of trouble, did they? I mean, a little bit, but hopefully they'll do the thing they're supposed to do anyway. Good. Now go and tell Lady Yagiri it's all in hand.
Don't worry, Mobity. We roughed him up.
Yeah, give them the good old shaking of the finger. They were hiding and quivering behind their tables. I dared not hope for such magnanimity. It's like... I think it's anonymity? Anyway, being nice, but in such large magnitude. Magnanimity. Much less expected. Mistress Momody is generous indeed. I shall be sure to thank her most humbly. She is the best. It is true. I still heavily remember our first time leaving, and it was so cool to see her with all the other characters kind of wishing us, well on our way out. It was adorable. It was just like, Momody, you've been so awesome to us. Lady Yagiri, I briefed the Flame General on your situation. I think you would be pleased with his reply. We've been granted an audience? Before the Sultana and the Syndicate both, we should return to the Royal Promenade at once. You have done much for us, Master Alfinod. I swear we shall return the favor. Naught is owed, Lady Yagiri, for naught has been given. This small favor you fairly won with your own words, and it is with words that you must win the favor of the Syndicate. Then I shall choose them with care. You will be accompanying us, yes? Good. Your stoic nod tells me so. Your presence may serve to remind the Syndicate of the true meaning of philanthropy, and that nothing so unpalatable would be required of them, assuming the Domans are willing to earn their keep. Come, the Flame General awaits us at the Royal Promenade.
We're off
To see
Raban.
Raban. The Flame General? They're walking. It's rare to see people just going for a stroll out and about. Come here, Muppet. No, Puppet. Poppet. P-O-P-P-E-T. Come here, Puppet. Alright. Aethernet Crystal. We could waltz our way over, taking a casually stroll in the rain, but we prefer not to get our beautiful hair wet. So, let us instead watch Lavava appear out of thin air. Alright, now Lavava, we just walked in the rain, so scrub off your shoes real quick before we head up. Clean them off real good. There you go. Oh, you do even better than I do. Very nice. Ah, it is Raban. A pleasure, Lieutenant Kelton. See, Lieutenant, it's so awesome. I love it. The others are already inside. Let us not keep them waiting. For instance, do you think they know to not talk bad about people who bring them business? It's very true. Now, if they assume that, oh, because they're poor and they came over here out of nowhere. But if they're indebted to you because you helped them out, it could be huge. You never want to turn down a potential customer.
I'm honored to meet you at last, Your Grace.
Honored to meet you at last, Your
Mark this
Grace.
auspicious occasion, I should like to present to you the finest treasures our humble nation has to offer.
Wow.
Alas, the circumstances which have brought me here today have divested me of both time and dignity. I come before you as a pauper in direst need of aid, to request that you grant my people asylum.
I gave her way too high-pitched of a voice, even after listening to her talk.
17th in the line of Ul. Welcome you to our city. Be at ease, Lady Yugiri.
She's so cute! I forgot how cute Nanama was. She's adorable.
Although I myself have heard the tale of your misfortune, I would ask that you recount it once more for the benefit of the others here present.
As you wish, Your Grace. For many years, my nation, Doman, suffered under the yoke of imperial rule, and my people yearned to be free. Thus, when a war of succession broke out in Garlemald, we sought to take advantage of the chaos and reclaim our liberty.
Yeah, so our story will be that we left before all of this happened. We managed to sneak a vessel. I don't know that we were necessarily a sailor, but we could say that we maybe were even a bit of a bandit and stole a vessel or made our own vessel and braved the treacherous waters to cross the sea and barely survived making it over to Ul'dah to become an adventurer.
Our enemy proved less preoccupied than we had hoped, and our rebellion was put down in the most brutal fashion.
Ugh.
Those who survived, how many do they number?
More than 200 souls huddle within the cramped confines of our own galleon's hold. Yet this figure accounts for but one of a number of ships which escaped the purge.
201.
It is my hope that you will allow us all to dwell within your walls. Should that prove unfeasible, however, I humbly ask that you accept as many of my people as your resources allow.
200 is a significant number.
Pray
And again, there are
understand
other vessels
we do
too.
not beg a boon, but propose instead an arrangement. We would serve as soldiers or tradesmen until our debt is repaid.
What are the Syndicate's opinions on this matter?
I, for one, think it's a marvelous idea. Lady Yugiri and her people strike me as an industrious lot, and there are parts of the city which have yet to be fully restored. If they are willing to work, I see no reason not to let them.
Especially as a merchant-focused city, having more hands to be able to, A, rebuild the city, but B, help out with some of the labor around the city could be a big benefit.
The head of the Mirage Trust is not known for his generosity. He sees profit in this.
Free labor, making profit. But the other thing is, like, as we said to the merchants, it's only in this particular circumstance that you're trying to help them, but that they are willing to work themselves. Most people are generally willing to put in effort.
That said, these are foreign refugees. To admit them would require a formal resolution. Shall we call a vote?
Aye! There's a couple of these characters we've not been introduced to.
Law is the law. Lord Lolorito?
Tell me, are you blind or willfully ignorant?
Says the guy with the thing across
Even
his eyes.
now, our streets are choked with the displaced victims of the Calamity and Alamigan refugees. They live hand to mouth, subsisting on aid provided by the immortal flames, the cost of which grows ever higher. The wealth of Ul'dah is not without limits, my friends.
My
And need I
friends.
remind you that these refugees are prone to violence and criminal activity? You have all read the reports, I think. Without homes or employment, it is only a matter of time before men grow desperate and take that which they imagine has been unjustly denied them. Yet, knowing this, you would have us swell their ranks. Mayhap you think the brass blades and the flames are not hard-pressed enough?
But they do have employment if they were working for Ul'dah as either soldiers or
Some say the
extra
chairman
hands.
of the East Aldenard Trading Company passes Gil thrice daily. This may explain how he came to be the wealthiest man in Ul'dah. Or it may simply be that he's ruthless beyond reckoning.
Definitely seems ruthless. I just thought it was so ironic, the blind comment.
The few hundred domins Lady Yugiri represents. That our resources have been taxed, I do not deny. But we are hardly in danger of financial collapse. I move that an exception be made.
An exception, Your Grace? I am suddenly reminded of a similar debate some years ago regarding a number of Alamigan refugees, if memory serves. What were your words that day? Yes. The law is the law. And so our visitors remained in Little Alamigo.
Little Alamigo.
Mayhap our wise and benevolent Sultana would be so good as to enlighten us as to which other of our laws should not be upheld.
Mind your tongue, Lolorito.
Well, cut it out!
My lord, I share your concern for the welfare of our great nation, but we must endeavor to take a longer view. You know as well as I that people can be a resource still more precious than gil.
Precious or not, they were never yet so reliable. And unlike those who frequent your establishment, I have no desire to gamble with my future.
Quick note on the difference between the two. The Alamigos quite heavily want to go back and beat the Garleans that were at their city and thus be able to take it back over. So basically, they eventually would be pulling resources from Ul'dah to go and save their previous city, which in and of itself is not a bad thing in the sense that they can go home, which is great. But the idea is that they are planning on leaving eventually, where that's not exactly the case with those that are coming as refugees from Doman. They are the Domans. they are basically looking to stay here more long term, and their home city / country was completely decimated, and so it's a little bit of a different story.
Uldar's greatest asset is and has ever been her material wealth. We risk this at our peril.
At your financial peril.
Look to Teleji Adeleji's example
Teleji
for
Adeleji.
evidence of the danger in allowing sentiment to dictate policy.
Who is Teleji Adeleji?
How far the vaunted Mirage have fallen, both in repute and profitability, since he began employing refugees.
How I choose to conduct my
Oh, it's
affairs
him.
is not your concern, my lord.
A proposal has been tabled. Given its urgency, I move we forego further debate and call a vote. To accept the Doman refugees or not. Those in favor, I bid you remain. Those opposed, I bid you leave.
There are several other people here who have not spoken up yet. Squeak, 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 squeak. Oh! Is that Eorzea? Maybe that wasn't. That might have been a thaumaturg. Aww. Is there an alternative option?
Would that it were within my power to welcome you and your people, Lady Yugiri. As you have observed, however, my authority in such matters is regrettably limited. Without the consent of the Syndicate, I cannot act.
I understand, Your Grace, and I appreciate all that you have done on our behalf.
The nerve of the man! If that bastard had not forsaken the eastern trade route, little Alamigo would now be thriving.
So Little Alamigo could have been doing very well, but the Eastern Trade Route has not been kept safe.
Oh, that you should have traveled so far under such dire circumstances, only to be refused in this manner is utterly unconscionable. Pray, accept my sincerest apologies.
And he actually hires refugees, which is huge. He's actually giving the refugees a chance to, like, get their feet back underneath them. That is massive. Full respect to the guy.
Now that the Empire no longer poses an immediate threat, they see little reason to maintain the pretense of unity. The monetarists have grown especially defiant of late. Lord Lolorito most of all.
Apparently he is the leader of the monetarists. Remember that in the Paladin quests, they were the ones that were funding the assassination of the previous captain of the Paladins. I wonder if they could move into... I mean, some of them could clearly move into something like the Waking Sands, but I don't know if the Horizon has enough homes and stuff for people to live there. 200 people is not a small number, so... Oh, we got some really fancy colors. Lilac purple dye. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll take some fancy dye while we got them. Yugiri. As you proposed, Lolorito is not... As you observed, Lolorito is not afraid to speak his mind, nor is he like to change it. Oft have I wondered how a man so skilled at weighing the worth of things should be so incapable of seeing the value in people. Bah! I will waste no more words on him. Not when the Domans are yet in need of aid. Everyone, follow me to the Hall of Flames. And leave us behind, clearly. To the Hall of Flames we go! Come on, Lovava! Alright, Lovava, do you know where the Hall of Flames are? Is that...
I do.
That's...
You can take the Aethernet.
Yeah, to the plaza.
Yep.
That's where all of the flame soldiers are. I just didn't know that it was called the Hall of Flames. Hey, Genlins! Good to see you again. We will pick up our Paladin storyline eventually, I'm sure. He sees us run past, and he's like, I swear, he looks like an adventurer I knew. But now he's wearing a monk's attire? I gave him all the secrets of a paladin only for him to go and turn into a stinking monk? What is this? The shame on him. Thoughts and prayers don't fill bellies. It's true. I mean, since someone like him considers Alamigo a lost cause, it's true. I mean, the Alamigos don't think that it's a lost cause. Alamigans don't think it's a lost cause, but he definitely does. And I'm sure that a lot of people do. There is this general assumption that it's kind of too late for that, but I guess if you're from the perspective of Ul'dah, the Syndicate has spoken, and I see no point in moving that the matter be reconsidered. The monitorists have made their position clear. Agreed. Ul'dah is not an option. Nor Limsa Laminsa or Gridania, I judge, given the state of their internal affairs. Mordona seems fairly filled, but we're only looking at, like, the marketplace, so maybe Mordona is an option too. Which leaves our Doman friends confined to a ship. Gods, the thought of them huddled in an airless hold with no hope of better treatment. Would that I had more time to find an alternative, a place not bound by the concerns of the great nations. It's going to be the Gold Saucer! I knew it all along. They're just going to get to gamble away all of the gil that they don't have. It's Mordona! Maybe. Minfilia, that is precisely what I wish to discuss. Ooh, fancy camera movement. I understand. I understand the Syndicate's decision. I do. We all wish to preserve that which is ours, especially when we believe it to be under siege. But I cannot meekly accept this judgment, not while my people suffer. Would it be out of the question for the Sultanate to accept us for a limited time? A week, mayhaps, or even just a few days. Excellent. I shall keep you informed. Lady Yugiri, I have a proposal if you would hear it. Out with it, Master Alfinod. The headquarters of my order, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, stands in a place called Revenant's Toll, an outpost in Mordona. Like most outposts, it is frequented by mercenaries and other men of action, and lacks the comforts of more well-established settlements. However, the leaders of Revenant's Toll have been doing their utmost to change that. To that end, they have need of able-bodied individuals willing to work as frontier hands. Hard labor, lest you doubt, with naught save food and shelter by way of reward. We guessed correctly. Terms not unlike those which you proposed yourself, Lady Yugiri. Though I would not hear a word said against our beloved Ul'dah, Revenant's Toll would offer certain advantages, the absence of unhelpful bureaucracy being the most obvious. If they can accommodate us all, we shall gladly accept. Master Alfinod, I once again find myself in your debt. Pray, do not thank me, my lady. The life of your people is to go The life your people go to is one of hard labor and few comforts, as I told you. And before that, there remains the matter of how they may be safely borne to Revenant's Toll, which will be no small feat, considering the distance and their present condition. Don't worry, I will teleport us all through the Aethernet. You don't have to worry. I'll take the fee on my shoulders. It'll be fine. I got enough gil for everyone. Mayhap the Ul'dah Adventurers Guild can be of assistance. Look for me there, anon, Jake. I suppose it's possible that they would have to... I actually think it's true. You can't teleport with someone, or they can't teleport with you for free if they haven't already been attuned to the crystal. So they would have to actually be attuned to the crystal first, so that wouldn't actually work. So, Jake, fool again. Lady Yugiri, if you and your people would accompany me, we may discuss what aid the immortal flames can provide. As limited as it may be. His two huge blades are just amazing. I need to see him fight with those. They look awesome. Mordona was originally just a tent and an aetheryte out in the middle of the wasteland, pretty much. Yes, I heard that actual players got to help build Mordona into the huge city that it is now, which is incredible. Just incredible stuff. Some of them do, some of them don't. Those who don't think them stubborn fools, Alamegans. Yeah, some of them want to go back, some of them don't. Sorry, I meant the latter. I think the former are the stubborn fools. It's okay. We can all be stubborn fools together. I am definitely not a stubborn fool. I don't know why you would think that.
Yeah, I think you got exposed a little bit to that dynamic doing the monk storyline, how you got to meet somebody who was very much about kind of picking up and creating a new life where he is, and somebody else who was stuck in the past.
The scientist who doesn't want to go fight and die because his son went and died in the rebellion trying to see if they could go back and take over again. So that's true. It's true. You have that complex dynamic. Giant foxy tail. It's so fluffy, I want to die. Also, chat, I'm probably one of only 1,000 people that do this, but do any of you actually pause at doors to let them open before you run through them? Otherwise, your character just gets hit in the face by them every time they run through. Like, especially when they open towards you. I'm just like, pause, let them open, and then I run through. We are concerned that the Doman refugees may find the journey to Revenant's Toll too much to bear. Too long have they been sequestered aboard their ship, with insufficient supplies and scarce room enough to breathe, let alone stretch their limbs. Because they'll have to walk, basically, that entire distance. They don't even have, like, caravans, I assume, because they're on a ship. So they don't have, like, carriages and caravans. They don't have money to buy those sorts of things. With that in mind, Mistress Momedy has kindly offered to accommodate the Domans until such time as they are ready to set out for Mordona. Those healthy enough to travel will embark as soon as transportation has been secured, while those too weak to leave at once will be permitted to stay until they regain their strength. Momedy, you are the best! The sweetest! Robin? What news? Transportation remains our greatest obstacle, General. Is there aught the Immortal Flames can do? Chocobos for everyone! I fear that exceeds our mandate. Were it a smaller number, mayhap it would go unnoticed. But the Syndicate will not bear the cost of escorting more than 200 Domans to Mordona. When government fails to act, the responsibility falls to us private citizens. I will engage the services of the 77 caravans on the Doman's behalf. Awesome merchant. Very well. We should begin contract negotiations at once. Your generosity is most welcome, my lord. That's so cool. He stepped in. After all that has befallen these good people, it is the least I can do. Come what may, you shall ever have a friend in Ul'dah, Lady Yugiri. And you in Revenant's Toll, my lord. Even her outfit, despite being clearly nice, has that fray along the bottom edge. Well, it sounds like we all have work to do. Lady Yugiri, let's put our heads together and settle the details of our arrangement, shall we? You do the laundry and the mopping, and you all get to stay for free. I would entrust the task of escorting the Doman friends to you, after you have rested your own road-weary legs, of course. What say you? We've been teleporting, so our legs are generally fine. I don't think we have the Ring of Aiming, so I can be safe in grabbing it, but I have no idea about the others. Teledeji. Seems a pretty cool dude. Is that what you think, Sally Beans? You think he's a pretty cool dude? I can, in some cases, respect extremely frugal and financially business-focused people, but the way that I look at money in general is, it is a tool, and it is a tool that should be used, and so saving up an enormous amount of it doesn't do as... It's like having a ton of amazing power tools that you then just leave in the shed, and you're like, yep, look at my beautiful tool collection, isn't it so wonderful? It's sitting here, and it's pretty. And it's like, no, money is not a trophy, it's a tool to be used, so use it in the best case scenario you can. As we speak, the Domans prepare for departure at Vesper Bay, wherefrom they will be transported by carriage to Ul'dah. That said, this has all been decided rather suddenly, and it would not surprise me if refugees required some assistance in coordinating their preparations.
Jake, I would have you return to Vesper Bay and facilitate the process through tasks great and small. In short, whatever needs to be done, do it. Speak with a man named Holzen when you arrive. As Lady Yagiri tells me, he has been designated the leader of the first group. Cool. Also, awesome outfit, Stephanie. That's a really neat outfit as well. The other cool thing, or interesting thing, I'm kind of curious about is the Lady Yagiri has 2 Hyur escorts that are going around with her. So I wonder how many from Doma are Hyur and not. That's the same outfit that we got last stream. That's so nice. I love the headband. The headband's so neat. So good. I probably should have put it for our own monk outfit. I didn't actually put it together a glamour plate for it. Come with me to Vesper Bay. We'll pay the 114 gil. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally got the names backwards. Yes. Teleji is the guy who just offered to pay for the caravans to help out, so I got it backwards. I got the name wrong. It's the Lolo Dorito, whatever his name is the jerk who.
Little Dorito.
Little Dorito. That's exactly what my brain was coming up with. Oh, nice. Curian Coachman. I love stuff like this so much. It's awesome. As long as you don't have to carry any more bodies to it. That was so rough. Halzen. All right, how many are here? Are you all Hyurs? Looks like they're all Hyurs. That's okay. Greetings. Alfinod informed me that a scion would be arriving to help with the preparations. I'm honored to meet you, though shamed as well. A great warrior should not be tasked with such trivialities. This is what we're here for, alright? We're here to help everyone regardless. No task is too trivial for us. Aye, I knew at a glance what manner of a man you were. I too have some skill at arms, as do many of our people. Pray, forgive this trifle, but might I trouble you to help round up the children that have been given into my care? They are most adept at staying hidden from my sight, but perhaps your keen eyes will succeed where I have failed. Oh, we get to play hide and seek with them. You have my thanks, friend. Pray, seek out my son, Yozen. He could tell you more. Yozen? Are you Yozen? Are you Yozen? Yozen! Yozen! Yozen? Where are you? Oh, you're up there? I guess you're looking at the cool statue. That's fair. We've only come up here once before just to test to see if the door's opened. Oh, hello there. I'm Yozen, son of Hosen. Will you be coming with us to Uldar? I hear we're traveling by horsebird drawn carriage. Horsebird drawn carriage. They're called, brain blank. Jake, fool. I was going to say Sureblood. That was the first thing that I was thinking of. They're called chocobos. Chocobos. What? But don't you think they're queer? Giant birds that people ride like horses? I still want to try riding one, but maybe if you're nice about it, we'll let you ride Sureblood. What's that? You're looking for the others? Don't worry, I already told them to get ready for the carriages. I'll need your help, though. We're just finishing a game of hide and seek. Hey, we are going to play hide and seek! 3 players are still in hiding, and since Lady Yagiri told us to take it really seriously, they won't move until they've found. The Vesper Bay isn't that big, so I bet you can find them in no time. I wonder if we could have looked for them and found them before even talking to Yozen. That would have been pretty hilarious. Hiding child. Oh, we saw you a mile away. We knew you were going to be back here. Hey, you're not Yozen. Who are you? I'm Karu. Jake Kelton, eh? I didn't know anyone else was. Wait a minute. You're one of those, stallions, aren't you? Stallions? It's the first time we've heard that name. No, Scions. Scions! Then you must know Lady Yagiri, right? Isn't she great? She's really good at hide and seek, too. Oh, right. It's almost time to go. Nice meeting you, Jake Kelton. Well, that was nice of you. Stallions. So clearly somebody knows about
Scoins
horses.
Of the Seventh Dawn.
In here. I don't know if hide and seek is supposed to allow for hiding inside of buildings. The squinks of the Seventh Dawn. Anyone back here?
Oh, I see one.
You see one? Hiding out. I can follow you over here. I have you on on my map. Are you behind the building?
No.
No, I'm blind then.
Getting warmer.
Oh, is it up top? I remember we ran up here once before, and I was like, huh, interesting. Yeah, here it is. Hiding child. Oh, you probably saw the little quest marker above his head. Nice.
Well,
What?
I was
What? You
certainly
think you're
too short to
so
see him.
hilarious? Spoke. How'd you find me? The quest marker above your head helped a little bit. Bah! Guess I need to practice more. Or maybe you're just good at this. I mean, the Garleans didn't find me. Ugh. Reminded. Aww. Wonder if that's how he survived, was hiding from the Garleans. Hide behind the carriage, you gotta go. Are you playing? Ah, no fair. Yosin didn't say anything about adults. Huh? We get to ride a horsebird carriage? I don't know. It sounds scary. But if Yosin says it's safe, then I'll go. We found the children in hiding. Oh, we don't need to speak to Yosin. Yosin! I found all of your friends. You can go join the carriage. We'll meet you there. Hoya! Hoya! Wonderful. All the children are accounted. But hide and seek? Huh, I see that you are curious. Yeah, it's quite simple, really. Oh, maybe we don't know about hide and seek. Lady Yagiri thought it best that the children know what to do in case the Garleans found us. I should hope that those days are behind us, but I nevertheless take comfort in knowing that we are prepared. Aww. When you have to just constantly deal with that kind of unknown on the horizon. I'm super tempted. I had to know if I could jump on the boat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, back to that.
Dreams of being a pirate or dash.
I know, right? We could just take it for a nice quick sail. My first caravan is due to depart shortly, followed by the rest of us at regular intervals. My family and I, including my stubborn old father Homai, Hosen, Yosen, and Homai, will be traveling in the lead carriage together with young Koharu, whom I believe you've already met. Yes, that's the one that you mislabeled us as stallions. Though I understand the road to Ul'dah is regularly patrolled by your brass blades, it would give us great comfort if you would agree to accompany us on our journey. Once again, I thank you for your kindness. When you are ready to leave, please inform our coachman. We are ready to leave, Hosen, and all of your other here friends. So this makes me even more curious as to how Yugiri ended up leading all of them. But I'm sure we will find that out eventually. You ready for a ride, Lavava?
Yep, I was just checking in with the other people.
Eager to be off, are you? Aye. No. Aye, well, I was meaning to have a word with you about that. Runner from the Blade says we might have a problem. A fierce-looking beastie's been sighted south of the bridge to Hamerlea. Might be as someone's eyes are playing tricks on him, of course, but don't pay to gamble in this business. Now, I know you can handle yourself in a fight, but this lot here is another story. So I was thinking you might go on ahead and have a quick look around. Make sure that area's safe, like, you know? And if you come across anything dangerous, you know what to do. When you're satisfied the way is clear, meet us outside Horizon. The Blades tell me the roads there is safe, so I reckon we can make it that far on our own. Assuming the self-same jerks don't try to rob us, that is. Ugh. Beasties and robbers. No fun. I dig his goggles, though, because if you're traveling behind chocobos, it's very likely that they would kick up a lot of dust and dirt, and especially with the sand-blown deserts of Ul'dah, having goggles like that could be really handy. It's one of my own mental stories as to why steampunk people always wear goggles, is because all of the steam and smoke that they create, you want goggles to avoid that getting in your eyes. So, would nobles wear goggles? Absolutely not. So when you have top hats and goggles, it doesn't make a ton of sense unless top hats are just like super cheap and every common person wears them. But definitely anyone who works with steam-powered ships will need a set of goggles to keep their eyes from getting covered in soot and smoke. All right. Is it monster or man? That's the question. It is monster. Wandering eye. Get your wandering nastiness out of here. Is there another one when you summon it?
No, because we're in the party together.
Oh yeah, cool. It works together. Oh, they're fighting the desert piests. Well, we can help them real quick. We got a whole bunch of nasties with them. He said, look, we gotta take care of any monsters that appear here. All right. Any monsters at all. That includes the brass blades trying to get these desert piests out of here. So we're taking our opportunity to stop these monsters as well. No, you don't get to talk. You don't get to talk. Nobody gets to sing today, all right? None of you. Not one.
Holy when I sink down to this level.
That's okay. We don't need healing. Do it the old-fashioned way. Speak with our fists. Stop that. Hey. Got him out of here. Nicely done, everyone. Nicely done.
The road is safe.
The road is now safe for our traveling friends. So when he said beasties, he truly meant beasts. All of those piests. That's not how it works. That's how it works for me. Tell me we could have just left those monsters around. So there was a beastie. Well, actually several. Was being the operative word, eh? Yeah, we sent them to go take a little bit of a nap. Or a long nap. We're chatting them up. Well fought, sir, well fought. Ah, if only I were better health, I would have been proud to stand at your side. Pay my son no mind. Oh, this is the older man. Pay my son no mind. Who forgets that his responsibilities preclude acts of daring do. And now that's his son. 3 generations all in one go. Be that as it may, I cannot help but envy you. Had we been able to call upon heroes of your strength and skill in Doman, things would have been very different. But we cannot change the past. Those who fought and fell are forever lost to us. Lost, but not forgotten. Lady Yugiri's kinsmen, least of all. They fought fiercest, though they knew full well it was in vain. Okay, so that's cool. So they recognize that Yugiri's kinsmen, the Aura, kind of joined them in fighting. So it's possible, it's very likely that Hers and Aura were living together in Doma. I think it'd be awesome if one day we get to, smiles in the chat, no spoilers, if we one day get to visit Doma and see its kind of ruined state, or maybe even it's slowly being rebuilt state, and the people are trying to, despite the fact it was laced, trying to eke out a living again once they rebuild it. Better than its former glory. She had every right to walk away, yet she chose to stay. Food, shelter, the promise of a better life. All this and more we owe to her. How does one even begin to repay such a debt? In kind, Father. To she who has given everything, we shall give our all. Whatever work there is to be done, we shall do without question. Ditch digging, bricklaying, it matters not. Revenant's toll will grow and prosper by our hands. Oh, whoa. They knocked someone over? I thought I heard a punch. Hello, children.
Hey, yay, Mr. Kelton. Yeah, he did. Mr. Kelton, Koharu and I want to know why you became an adventurer.
Aw, that's so cool. Power, glory, misfortune, to go whither the wild rose blooms. See, now we had this question at the very beginning, and we said power because we wanted to use it for protecting people, to gain our own inner strength and protect people. And I still kind of want to go with that direction, but I'm worried that the game will take it in the, you know, I want to become the most powerful king of the universe. It's definitely not glory or fortune. We could also say to go whither the wild blooms. I'll say power the same way we said at the beginning and see what their responses are. Yeah, we did that earlier. That's so cool. We actually do it.
I knew it. That's what I told Koharu, but she didn't believe me. It's my turn now. Excuse me, Mr. Kelton. I've got a question. What's Revenant's Toll like? Is it pretty?
It's very interesting when the oil wind blows. What's also cool is that I wonder if his response would have been different if we'd answered with something else or if it's always the same. And I'm curious on what the response to the wild rose goes. How would you describe Revenant's Toll? Is it a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers? Bastion of civilization, a harsh and unforgiving wilderness. Home to the science of the Seventh Dawn. It is a stone's throw away from Imperial Castrum. No, definitely not that response. That is for sure. It is a bustling outpost frequented by countless adventurers, but it's also home to the science of the Seventh Dawn. Both of those are equally true. I think because we're an adventurer, we'll go with the outpost frequented by adventurers. Who knows? Maybe she'll want to be an adventurer herself. That'd be kind of cool.
You mean there are lots of people there who are just as strong as you? Oh, I can't wait.
I love the little flower behind her ear. It's adorable.
Enough! Koharu, it's my turn again. Mr. Jake, when I'm older, I want to be strong like you. What do I have to do?
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and running 10 miles, 10 kilometers every day, and you'll lose all of your hair and become the strongest ever. Seek out new experiences and adventures, fight ferocious beasts, train every day, buy weapons and armor from a winner. I like that answer too. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to say seek out new, even though these are kind of the cheesier answers, seek out new experiences and adventures, because while training every day certainly helps, most experience can be gotten from just learning new things and trying new things. And as uncomfortable as it sounds, failing a lot. You have to fail to succeed, and you have to make mistakes to learn how to not make mistakes. So experiences and adventures it is. That is how you become stronger. Because training, you can train physically, you can train mentally, but experiences will also be training, and it'll train you in a wide variety of areas as well. Of course, to be a better adventurer, you need to go adventuring. All right. That's enough questions for Mr. Jake. I don't know, I was having fun. One more, pretty please.
That's not fair. Why does Yozen get to ask 2 questions? I want to know about adventuring just as much as he does. Just one more, please. Do you think I could be an adventurer like you one day?
Of course you can be.
Really? Then I will. Thanks for the advice, Mr. Kelton. I won't forget it.
It's Lieutenant Kelton. May I have to remind you? I know you're not from around these parts, but just teaching you.
I'm going to be an adventurer too.
Please just don't follow the Edith's path, all right?
When we get to Revenant's Toll, let's make an adventurer guild for Domans. We'll protect our friends and punish the wicked, just like Mr. Kelton and Lady Yagiri do.
That's so cute. I love it.
It's precious. Just like Mr. Jake and Lady Yagiri.
Glad we're having a positive influence on the youth already. We can talk more about it in the carriage on the way. Will you be joining us? I think I need to make sure that you're safe the whole way. Beat any peists that come along the way. That's definitely not what he meant by kinsman. Oh, I mean, I was trying, alright? I was trying.
I guess I should explain that Doma does not have many, if any, aura. Sorry for bursting your bubble. No!
Break my heart. That's the thing about writing your own. Warrior of Light's backstory can be whatever you want. The Shallots of the Seventh Dawn. The game has a lot of nifty details like that. The Shallots of the Seventh Dawn. Oh, the little details when answering the little questions and stuff. No, I know. It's fun stuff. And yeah, I definitely like writing our own little story for how we came to be, because there's a lot about our past that we don't actually know. So and why it is we came to Thandalon. But I feel like it's probably a similar vein to all of these. We just were one of the people that arrived first before everyone else arrived. So Hurian Coachman. I think that's so cool. And they have the different little ways to say names with all the extra like plural. Wait a minute. I'm not going the right direction, am I? Oh, there's a blue quest in there, but that's not where we're supposed to go. We are at Ul'dah. Yes, we're at the gates to Ul'dah. Nice. I will let them know that you've arrived. Start unpacking. I wonder if we could have let Sureblood out and let the kids ride on Sureblood. He would have definitely enjoyed having the kids join him. Sureblood is great. However, Aethne would have definitely spat fire at them and probably eaten a finger or so. Aethne is a little more feisty, a little more peisty, and definitely not as happy to let anyone ride him.
Oof, my legs hurt from all these stairs.
It's okay. Sometimes you have to enjoy the a little exercise. If you teleport everywhere, you're definitely going to lose some, or you're going to have your legs atrophy. Where is it that, quicksand, yeah.
What's the Lalafell got to do for a teleport over here?
Oh, wait, you could just be hanging out there. Oh, I guess we could have teleported to the plaza, but man, it ain't that far. You are Lalafell, so you take like 3 times my number of steps, so you know what? I'll allow it this time. I apologize, Lovava. Not clap. There you go. Next time I will give you another teleport. You do have to run up these stairs. Into the waking sands. Not the sleeping sands. They're very awake here. Gary, good to see you again. Ah, Jake, I take it the first group has arrived? Excellent. Is there not else? No, I have other matters well in hand here. You and Lady Yagiri should travel to Revenant's Toll forthwith. Alright, off to Revenant's Toll we go. Let's take a slaying tonight. Glad we don't have that one. I'm just blind guessing at what we do and don't have access to, so. It is past time Lady Yagiri met with the guild representatives in Revenant's Toll. Since I do not foresee any further matters arising here in Thandalon which might require your personal attention, I would instead have you serve as an escort to the Doman delegation for the duration of the journey. Speak first with Slothborn upon your arrival. He is the one whom the Domans will be working most closely, I should think. Afterwards, introduce Lady Yagiri to Minfilia and the guild emissary. If both meetings go well, the resulting ties should stand the Domans in good stead for that which is to come. Safe travels, Jake. Thank you. Okay, I have a really dumb question I'm going to try to figure out right now. If I cast Glamour on this, does it give me access to the things in my wardrobe? What's it called?
What do you mean? You mean like the options that you can choose to cast the glamour on, or to reflect from it?
Reflect from it.
Only things you have in your inventory.
See, it is only things I have in my inventory. Okay, so I need to come to here. Excuse me, I want to go check out my wardrobe very quickly. It's not a wardrobe. I know there's a different name for it. Glamour dresser. Okay, glamour dresser. Head, edit glamour plates. Want to get a new plate going, and ignore the nakedness for just a second. Really? It's just gonna go through all. No, hang on. Oh, main hand. That's what I want to change. Oh, there we go. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Paladin warrior. Oh, is that all is at the top? Wait a minute. So where did I put the... Is it the armoire? It might be the armoire. Open armoire. In here. Season 5. There it is! This guy. Okay, so now I should be able to save. Save plate in current state, yes. And then close. Close. And then character, glamour plate, and select glamour plate 3. Apply. There we go. Cool. So now we have the awesome headband that I liked a lot. It's so cool. And one day we'll turn all the rest of our outfit red as well. But what is it called? The Amatsu Hachigane. The Amatsu Hachigane. Neat. That's all I wanted to do. Take just a minute. Our story is whatever you think about it. My story is whatever I create it to be. I shall invent it. Okay, off to Revenant's Toll we go. Slaftborn, we have a discussion for you. Little Bava is over there. Hanging around where Yagiri was. Whee! Come with me, I shall pay your way. Slaftborn. Are they already here? I wonder if... No, it doesn't look like they've arrived yet. Maybe they will in a minute. Maybe they will as we walk up. Yeah, here they are. Yagiri's here. So this must be the esteemed Lady Yagiri and her associates. I greet you all as friends and bid you welcome to the toll. I hope you do not find our dearth of fineries off-putting. Poor though we may seem, we have a wealth of spirit and camaraderie to spare. You see, race and creed don't enter into it here. We welcome all sorts, provided they're willing to earn their keep, of course.
We are no strangers to hard work, Master Softborn. You may rest assured that we will carry out your orders with due diligence.
Oh, not for a moment did I doubt your commitment, my lady. Pray understand, I give the same speech to all new arrivals. I wonder if he gave us the exact same speech when we arrived here, too. I don't think so, but I think we was under different circumstances. And you needn't bow your head or call me master either. We're both frontier hands, as far as I'm concerned.
As you wish, Slothborn. May this meeting mark the beginning of a long and fruitful relationship.
I need to go talk to Minfilia. I guess I've yet to meet with the antecedent. 7 hells, Jake, why are you wasting time with me? See them to the Rising Stones. I love his mustache. It's really clean. I also noticed...
You have mustache envy?
Well, that's what I was just about to say, is we have no facial hair whatsoever, because it's all scales and everything. So, I don't think I have mustache envy. I've never looked good with just a mustache. I've tried it a time or two, and when I've been, like, shaving or trimming, and it's just not looked great. But I feel like I've seen people wear that cloak before. I wondered if she was an NPC we could interact with. She looks cool. Me? Distracted by outfits? I should get some water. Oh. Me? Distracted by going where I think I'm supposed to be going instead of actually following the quest? I should probably let Yagiri know that we need to go talk to Minfilia first. Also, I have to say this. I am not as big a fan of them calling her the Antecedent. I'm fine with titles and everything, but she's Minfilia. If you want to call her Antecedent, Familia, whatever it is, that's fine. But she's Minfilia. Come on. Just me. Just me.
Too much is given, much is expected. Forgive me, I require a moment to compose my thoughts before meeting with your leader. We shall join you at the Rising Stones anon.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to give you your minute anyway, but now that you've told me you need your minute, definitely please take your minute. Whoa, it's a big dragon boy! That's so cool! Is there a /shock? No, shock does not exist. Oh well. I wanted to be like, I'm sure there's a facial emote that I just don't know the name of to do something similar to that. Or I could have just tagged and fallen dead, which is my next thing that I was going to do. Was I wanted to be like, oh, and then fall over dead, stunned out of awesomeness. Hey, Tatru, you got anything to say real quick?
I wonder what herbs and spices they use in Doma. Maybe there's something I could add to my special tonic.
Oh, her and her tea. That's so cool. People are in different locations.
Eorzea may be a land of many cultures and creeds, but I nevertheless suspect that the Domans will struggle to adapt.
Aw. Struggle, but prevail.
As is the case with other distant lands, I have heard rumor and mystery in magics and martial arts. I've heard rumors of mysterious magics and martial arts. I dare not lend credence to these tales, but I cannot help but hope some are true.
Wanting to learn some new things? Clearly the studying of Y'shtola are over as she's out and about, so... Alright, Boulder. This little thing? It's nothing to compare to what the Domans have endured. How long is Flamine going to have you hold it there?
So many youth these days fail to understand it is incumbent on everyone to help those in need. That's why it's so wonderful when young men like Horay Boulder rise up to the occasion.
He looks like he's wearing paladin armor too, which is really cool. Can't decide if she's saying rise up to the occasion helping her or helping the Domans.
Did they really sail that half-rotted ship all the way from Othward? Isn't that dangerous? What if it had sprung a leak?
Ida, always the one with the questions. I think she does ask more questions than any other character, which is totally fine. Questions are good, but sometimes they're pretty fun, practical ones too. I think that's everyone in here. Alfie Node isn't here to give his opinion either. He always loves to give his thoughts on things, whether you ask for them or not. Is Yagiri already here? No. And can't interact with those either. Minfilia, I have returned, and probably not with what you were expecting to have 200 people on our tail. Not quite literally.
'Tis no use.
Everything all right?
Our attempts to reach the students of Baldesion continue to meet with failure. Eorzea has explored other avenues of inquiry, but they too have yielded naught.
I might have skipped one. We'll check back in a minute.
We will persevere, of course. Yet, within our hearts, the truth is clear. We are but awaiting confirmation that which we already know.
They were attacked, they disappeared, something terrible happened with the students of Baldesion is the assumption. Aww, she has so much on her mind.
How fare the Domans? I am given to understand you were kept quite busy in Vesper Bay. Mayhap you question the wisdom of aiding refugees when the primal threat remains unresolved.
The primal threat will, at least for now, always be there. We'll keep dealing with them when they show up.
I should not blame you if you did, nor would I deny that this matter falls outside our normal purview. Be that as it may, I could not ignore the plight of these refugees, not when it was within our powers to help them.
I mean, that's exactly it, is when we have the capability, we help those.
A Lady Yagiri is here. Please show her in. I should very much like to meet her.
Everyone, say hi to everyone. Kind of general introductions.
We have no objections. Pray do so with our blessing.
I wonder if we missed a chat box there where she was like, we'd like to stay and help.
Your answer pleases me beyond words, my lady. But are you quite certain? We have no way of knowing how many might answer my summons. In the event that Revenant's toll could not accommodate us all, we would need to find an alternative solution.
Well, we'll deal with that problem when it arrives.
Should that come to pass, we will find it together.
As ever, it has been a pleasure, Antecedent. Alas, we must take our leave, as the first carriages are due to arrive at any moment. Should you require aught else, Pray, speak with Slothborn. Lady Agiri? Jake?
Man with the fine vest. Important thing as things go by people... change place and things. Important thing is as things go by, people go in and out and change places. Anything. Yeah, that's why I love chatting with them. And I try hard. I don't think I've hit every single one, but I try hard to chat with people that can be interacted with when stuff like this comes to pass. So.
Lamin?
Yeah, because see, it's the Flamin, but the first vowel or first consonant is taken off because they are on familial basis.
Lamin and I will make all the necessary preparations to ensure that our Doman friends feel at home upon their arrival. Though I must admit, I am still troubled about the matter of the missing crystals.
Yeah, we haven't solved that one yet.
Y'shtola should be returning anon with a report from a field. Mayhap you could wait here and speak with her upon her arrival?
That's fine with me. Oh, I wondered if we should have talked to Yugiri before talking to Minfilia there, but see, I just missed an opportunity, perhaps. Yita's back! Y'shtola's back! Matter of fact, walk up.
How goes the fishing? Caught anything slippery?
Aye. Our suspicions were well founded. The serpent reavers are indeed the culprits.
The plot thickens.
It's all coming together.
It has been blessedly quiet, which is to say the Amalja are being no more or less of a nuisance than usual, summoning a Efreet with such crystals as they have hoarded. Eorzea too reports not out of the ordinary.
Then we have our explanation.
Your explanation for what, pray tell?
What are they doing with the crystals?
For the recent spate of crystal thefts in Thanalan, we naturally assumed that the trail would lead us back to the Amalja. Yet it did not. It led us across the sea unto Vilbrand.
Vilbrand? There have been reports of increased Sahagin activity of late. Oh gods, they mean to summon Leviathan?
Leviathan? That's new.
That is the way of it, I fear. Whilst conducting our investigation on behalf of the mineral concern, we came upon evidence implicating the serpent reavers. With the aid of the maelstrom, I was able to verify our suspicions. 'Tis only a matter of time before Leviathan returns to harrow the seas. But there is more. One of the Sahagin, an elder by my judgment, spoke of attaining the gift and knowledge of eternity.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's no good. That's no good at all. Yeah, we've not fought the Leviathan before. Oh, cool, we get to see what she sees. And she's using the aether-meter.
In the ether. If I did not know better, I should think this device defective.
This is only the second time I've ever seen someone use one.
And there is the explanation.
Wow.
Soon it shall begin. Our Lord shall rise midst surging waves to wash away the finless one.
That is a headpiece. I assume it's something that they're wearing. Not that it's a part of them, but it very well may be actually a part of their skull.
And I shall be granted the gift and knowledge of eternity, and with the emissary stand equal. Then shall I know no cessation, no oblivion.
The emissary. Is this the Ascion in white? Because he referred to himself as an emissary too. No oblivion. Oh.
Whence comes this promise of immortality? The emissary?
I think it's the Ascion in white.
We have outstayed our welcome.
Time to go. Maelstrom. I mean, she could just teleport.
The gift and knowledge.
That's so cool that she also sees
Are the
it
two of you
too.
quite well?
You shared that vision, did you not?
Oh yeah, Heidelin helped us out.
Even before the Sahagin made mention of the emissary, I recognized Elidibus's words.
Elidibus.
He is behind this.
We were right.
But
Elidibus.
surely it is not within his power to grant the echo.
She put 1 and 15 together way before I did. I was not aware that he was referring to the echo. Giving people the echo is so very different than what the Garlean Empire was doing, trying to study and eventually steal the echo potentially and make use of it. Do not let this get into the Garleans' hands. I'm just saying. Just say it, if this is even possible.
My lady, unless we act swiftly, Leviathan will rise again. The Admiral has already requested that we intervene to prevent this. Failing that, we are to attend to the Primal's extermination.
She will have our full cooperation. Let us make haste to Limsa Lominsa. I mean to play a part in this mission.
Oh.
Tataru, pray, take charge in my absence.
Tataru? Tataru. Not Tataru? You've been saying her name wrong this entire time, too? Tataru. I don't know that I'll ever be able to swap to that. Tataru. Tataru. It's like, ta-ta for now. Tataru. Tataru. Okay, I will try, but forgive me for saying her name wrong this entire time.
My lady, are you sure this is wise?
I am aware of the risks, but there is something I must see with mine own eyes. The true nature of the echo.
What?
Very well. I shall not stand in your way. On the condition that you permit me to accompany you as bodyguard.
Your company is ever welcome, Thancred.
Thancred.
I take it something ill is afoot.
You picked up on that?
Aye.
The alpha into the room?
Primal is about to be loosed upon Eorzea.
Do you have primals in Domo?
Primal?
Doesn't sound like it.
A godlike being whose very existence is a bane upon the land. We scions of the Seventh Dawn are sworn to put an end to their kind.
Okay, actually, this is a question. The Sideswiper, you might know this one. You said that the Yagiri's model was based on Mikote, but if that's the case, what did they do with the tail? How did they figure out how to get the tail? Because I think people would have recognized a scaly tail if that were the case. Or I guess maybe the model was using the same skeleton as Mikote. I guess that makes more sense because you said that they hadn't finished rigging the body yet. I answered my own question potentially. They still use the same skin, but
I see.
It was just a skin overlaid onto a
Learned
body.
in the arts of war. In return for the kindness you have shown my people, I would lend you my blade.
Oh, fancy. Are you a dancer?
It would be most welcome. When contending with a primal, one can never have too many able allies.
Just be
If
careful.
you crave a more intimate understanding of the problems facing Eorzea, this experience is like to provide it. Be sure to come well prepared.
And please don't get tainted. Please, please, please. You gotta be careful around people who don't have the echo. Clearly she didn't have the echo because we both got the vision, or at least it's assumably she doesn't have the echo. Yeah, we missed our chance to talk to them. Sad day. I didn't realize I was gonna go into a whole thing. I wonder if they're out here. Maybe we can talk to them out here and we'll chat with them and then come back. So, answer your question. We didn't know at the time what she was. Okay, yeah, that's still super cool. Did she have a scaly tail?
As her mother, I am ever concerned for Menphilia's safety, but she is her own woman now. If she would venture into the midst of danger, I will not bar her way.
Tataru, you didn't tell us your name was pronounced differently this whole time.
Even though Thancred will be watching out for her, I cannot help fear for Lady Minfilia.
No one's calling her the antecedent now. Tartar, your chair is in my way.
This Leviathan business has everyone all wound up, but I say it's times like this that we need to get unwound.
Oh, you hiding a drink somewhere on your person? I don't see a drink. Oh, a little more fighting practice, Coldonet.
Pain is but weakness leaving the body.
All right, Boulder.
Must impress Lady Ida. Yar!
You keep going at it, Boulder. You'll get her one day.
If you are to hold the fort during missions, you must be no less than fully prepared. See that you dedicate every spare moment to your training.
Well, that's what we do hunting logs for. That's our training. Okay, I wondered if Yugiri was out here. She might be out there, but it's okay. We'll progress. The tail was there. Okay, cool. That basically answers my questions. But I like it. Mysterious race showing up out of nowhere.
Plainly, should the worst come to pass and Leviathan is summoned, our only recourse will be to face him in battle. Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality... Given past experience, you may very well think that eventuality inevitable. Yet so long as there's even a chance that the Primal's return might be prevented, we must need spend all our efforts towards achieving that goal.
Ah, so she was saying that because each time that we think that there's a Primal that's being summoned and we try to get there to stop it in time and we're always too late and the Primals get summoned, she's saying that based upon the experience, assume that the Primal's always going to appear. That's not always the case. We have to at least try to stop it.
Before we do aught else, let us hasten to Limsa Lominsa and meet with the Admiral. She will not have been idle during the intervening time, and will doubtless have valuable information to share.
Or we could just go chat randomly with all of our friends here at the Rising Stones and waste a ton of valuable time. That's an option too. You know, you gotta compare your pros and cons.
And to be fair to us, we did actually stop a primal from being summoned. It was the youth from Little Alamigo were going to summon Rauger.
True, and we thought that some of the sylphs were potentially going to be summoning their primal as well. And now it turned out that they weren't, and we kept more sylphs from being... It's not called tainted. What is it called?
Tempered.
Tempered. It's so close. From being tempered as well. So we sort of helped out in that situation as well. We've not fought that guy. Papalimo is... Oh, okay. I mean, Papalimo could have been talking to us about training too. Never hurts to always be training. Okay, to the Admiral we go. Wherever the Admiral is at. I think it's probably at the command center of all the Limsa Lominsons. What is that called? The Plazak Hall? Plazak Hall? The names are getting kind of blended together. We'll run over here. Oh, Bulwark Hall. I was getting the plaza. The Limsa Lominsa Aetherite Plaza and Bulwark Hall mixed together. You are expected. Pray, take this lift. Oh, they always have a Scottish accent. You're expected. Pray, take this lift to the command center. I'm terrible at a Scottish accent, by the way, so you just have to bear it. Whoa, this is the first time we've actually been... Well, maybe the second time. We've actually been able to walk around up in here. We have a bench. Don't mind me. Just testing out your bench, that's all. Just want to make sure that it is proper sitting material. Comforting for the tush. All seems well there. Doesn't look like you have any other sitting material. We could try to sneak a seat in the Admiral's chair. Will allow? Oh, it will. Don't mind us. Don't mind. We were just testing the chair. Does not look like the most comfortable chair. But maybe as an Admiral, that's what you need to do. I wonder if, like, on a ship, they used to use these little megaphone things you could speak into, and it would echo around the ship for people to be able to hear it in the different quarters and stuff. I wonder if that works here as well. Or maybe she can hear things from them. Like this main one is a speaker, and then the other ones she can speak into, or vice versa. That'd be interesting. Sorry, I'm getting a quick picture. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, Merlewood. It's all good. Just like the tire brand. Merlewood. Oh, the party has arrived.
Welcome, friend. Oh, welcome, friends. I take it Y'shtola has apprised you of the situation. Let us waste no time, then. According to our best intelligence, the Sahagin has not crystals enough to summon their god. Alas, we did not count on the Serpent Reavers venturing as far as Thanalan to supplement their cache. For our short-sightedness, we are faced with the grim prospect of Leviathan's imminent return. Needless to say, I am not inclined to let the fishbacks have their way. Even as we speak, the Maelstrom makes ready to launch a large-scale operation to thwart the summoning, and we would welcome the Scion's support in this endeavor. But if, gods forbid, our efforts should come to naught, I will need to trouble you for more than mere support, much as I did when Titan last walked these lands, which we've heard there might be some of that as well. Lady Minfilia, I'm given to understand that you mean to accompany our soldiers to the front lines. I can only assume that you have sound reasons for doing so? I do, Admiral, but I would rather not be drawn on their nature. I say only that there is something I would see with mine own eyes.
This is the first time we've really seen her out and about. It's pretty wild, actually.
Is that so? Well, I am not so stubborn as to deny the wish of one whose aid I require, but precautions must be taken. I shall require that you remain by my side at all times. With that settled, let us speak of the operation. Jake, Maelstrom scouts are currently
Reconnoitering? It's like reconnaissance, but also taking notes.
Yep.
Sahagin movements within the Sapsa spawning grounds. Upon completing their mission, they will return to the operation staging point at Camp Skull Valley. I want you to make your way there forthwith, that you might be apprised of the latest intelligence. Commander Folkbrida has charge of the garrison.
We've actually talked with Folkbrida before. We had a whole series of small quests that we dealt with them, too. Merlewood? Oh, well, that was definitely not what I was intending on doing. There we go. Emotes unlocked.
There may not be a better chance to learn the true nature of the Echo. I cannot well allow the opportunity to pass me by.
So, by true nature of the Echo, I'm curious on what she means by that. In that we and her have been gifted the Echo, but how we got it is a mystery that we definitely do not know. Like, we had that when we arrived here. It wasn't something that we were given post our adventuring beginnings. So how we got it is interesting. And now that Eldebris is claiming to be able to give the gift of the Echo. Sorry, my brain was distracted for a second because I was trying to decide if it would have been faster to fly out than to teleport, because Limsa base is like right there, but that's okay. Folkbrida, we come. Giving the Echo is definitely something that's would be interesting to see, and maybe that's what she's looking for, is if she can see that it is something that's able to be given, then maybe she'll learn more about the Echo, and maybe she knows a little bit about how she got it in the first place.
I've been expecting you, Scion. Scion of the Seventh Dawn. On behalf of the men and women here, I thank you for your cooperation. The safety of our citizens is paramount. With your aid, we will prevent Leviathan's return.
This could be an entirely different accent than we used last time we talked to her, but I have no idea. I'm just figuring out as I go along.
As you may already know, Maelstrom scouts have been dispatched to reconnoiter the Sapsa spawning grounds. Though it pains me to admit it, the Maelstrom has never faced a foe the likes of this before. We must proceed with all due caution. Among other things, they have orders to determine where Leviathan might emerge, assuming it comes to that. And yet, their return is long overdue. I fear that ill may have befallen them. For better or worse, we must ascertain their fate. If it is not too much to ask, I should have you aid us in the search. What's interesting is that we are dealing a little bit with mixed technologies. The link shell allows almost like phone call instant communication, but they also still rely on paper and actually traveling to and from locations. And so today it's easy just to, send out a text and get a text back and forth, but that's a little bit different than paper or traveling. 5 scouts ventured into Sapsa all told. Here, take this flask of restorative to tend to those who may have been wounded. Though it pains me to even consider the notion, if they have perished, circumstances permitting, I ask that you recover their bodies. By no means venture too deep into enemy territory. However, we can ill afford to lose you at this juncture. Don't worry, we've dealt with them before. Kosira.
You know those scouts that we sent out before to, reconnoiter the area? Well, they didn't come back, so now you're the new scouting party, and we're sending you out to reconnoiter the area.
Yeah, I don't worry. If we don't come back, just send some more. It worked the first 2 times. It'll work the next one. Cool jacket, but I'm a little bit disappointed that Kosira didn't put the little colon before the K to match the other Mikotes, but maybe I'm just crazy. The teal jacket, though, or the blue jacket is really neat, because it's the shiny material. It's a paid to win.
So I found out recently, actually, you can get that not from the store's not the only place to get that.
Oh, okay, cool. Can you craft it?
I don't think you can craft it. I think it's a rare thing that can be returned from ventures sometimes. Like
nice.
Your retainers out on ventures.
Cool. Water sprites. Shelf scale Sahagin. Oh, here he is. Stormpart right here. He was right behind me. I totally did not see him. Oh, somebody of all the times to forget the restorative. I've got you. I've got you. Maelstrom restorative. Double dose. Thank you. I owe you my life. We were ambushed by the Serpent Reavers. Lightly armed as we were, we didn't stand a chance. I was able to flee this far, but the others were captured. They were taken to the Serpent's tongue, I'm certain of it. I can make my own way back to camp, but I fear the worst for my comrades. Save them, I beg you. Are you really good? That's a lot of Sahagin to run through. No. Best of luck to you, soldier. Bye. Find the missing scouts in Serpent Tongue. Alright. Come on, Lavava, let's go. Just gonna punch our way through. Oh, am I going the wrong direction? I am going the wrong direction. How did I miss that is the right direction? Through this, this cave. Deeper we go. The glowing of these caves are so cool. Alright. So my idea with this was that we would fight and kill anything that attacked us. So, if it doesn't attack us, we won't. Right, if it doesn't attack us, we'll let it live. But anything else, it dies. Oh, thank you, doors. Alright, let's stick to the shore. Oh, wow, everything's gonna attack us here. Alright, fine. Let's do it. Alright, come here, you. Oh, did I get stunned? I did for a second there. There we go. Have some kicks. Nice. Alright, we don't really care to do the fate.
Oh, they're gonna try to make us do it anyway.
The fate doesn't kill her.
I wondered if the fate was going to automatically focus us or not. Wait, what? I'm definitely stuck on something here. There we go. I think the target was out of reach, which is why it was being weird. Oh, corpses already? No! We're too late. Clearly we should have flown here instead of trying to fight our way through.
There's reinforcements behind us.
Oh, we'll take him out too! Everyone focus on me! I'll break you with my legs! Aww. Well, we get both at the same time. That'd be so cool.
That's what I'm wondering, yeah.
Nope. 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 One at a time. It's okay. That would have been awesome. If working together as a party, you could have collected both. It doesn't even allow us to go for a swim. And wash off the blood of all of these monsters we just beat up. Alright, well, we don't need to beat our way back out. We already got through here, and we've cleared a path for our flight out of here. So let's go.
And we have liftoff.
Load up Aethne with the bodies and head back. This is such a cool place. They're basically like, hey, what if we took coral, made it giant, and stuck it on land? As the, like, designs for this whole area. It's really neat. And they purposely made all of the land really, really dark to contrast with the bright colors of the coral, which is a cool design choice.
Did you ever watch any Walking Dead?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I know some basic characters from it, but not the details of the story.
You wouldn't get the joke, then it's fine.
Okay. Oh, I accidentally started the chat, and that's why. Well, you can see all my mashings of buttons I was trying to do. I think somehow I had entered the bodies. I like that they use the flower to represent the bodies. Aww.
Dear gods, these wounds were not intended to kill, but to torture and maim. Does their savagery know no bounds? Enemies or no, they go too far. I dread to think what may become of the two who remained unaccounted for. I pray they haven't suffered the same evil fate. At the very least, one of my men came back alive, and for that I owe you my thanks. The price we paid was dear. We have the intelligence we need. Even as we speak, the Admiral finalizes the details of the operation. The war horns will sound at any moment now. Be ready to sally forth when they do. Would have been cool if she said sail forth, even though we aren't sailing. Let's take slaying. Okay, actually should check real quick. Control I and rings. Alright. So Hero's Ring of Casting, Dark Light, Band of Casting, Hero's Ring of Aiming. And we don't have the other ones. Okay. And then the wristband, we have healing, fending, slaying. Oh, dark light. We have 2 dark light. Interesting. And one. Here's bracelet of slaying. Slaying, healing, casting, fending. So we just got a whole mix of stuff. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. I was trying to get like one of each, so that is what the Leviathan can do. The place is destroyed by a tidal wave. Oh. Thrice-darned fish monsters. I'll kill them slowly, then chase their rotten souls through all 7 hells. Well-deserved frustration. It's a beautiful day for murdering some fish people. Peace, Commander. We are here for a purpose, and vengeance is not it. I want your mind on the task at hand. Savvy? My apologies, Admiral. You may count on me to keep a clear head.
We're stopping Leviathan. That's the goal.
Good. According to our sole surviving scout, the Sahagin and their thralls have already begun to amass at the Aetherite in the depths of Sapsa.
If we are to act, it must be now. Shoot a giant cannonball right at the Aetheryte and just shatter it into 10,000 pieces. Yeah, the men are ready. But we await your orders, Admiral. As predicted, the Sahagin have tightly security in and around the spawning grounds. A frontal assault is like to be met with fierce resistance. Ah, but we are not so artless as that, Commander. We shall divide our forces and strike them hard and fast at key locations. Remember, our ultimate objective is to take the Sapsa Aetheryte and eliminate the Sahagin priest presiding over the summoning. We are not here to kill them all. Beautiful sunlight coming through at that angle with the lens flare. The Maelstrom shall engage and distract the Sahagin legion of drowned pirates at the Serpent's Tongue. Commander, you have charge over this effort. Be mindful that the lay of the land here is devilish for attacking forces. Let the foreign levy spearhead the assault, and have subsequent units fan out to cover their flanks. This is so cool. As a guy who read a bunch of World War II, I believe it is, battle tactics stuff, this stuff is really fun to kind of think about, and it's all planning and strategy and outthinking your opponent. At the selfsame moment, a divisionary squadron formed of galleons from the Crimson Fleet shall harry the enemy from offshore. Hey, cannonballs, like we said.
In the likewise, we Scions shall form smaller units in hopes of confusing the Sahagin defense effort. Jake and Y'shtola, the two of you are to make your way to the site of the summoning ritual. The Admiral's diversion should serve to thin the enemy's defenses, rendering your path less perilous. A small party, I believe, should be able to win through without drawing unwarranted attention. Thancred and Yagiri, your mission is to lure as many Sahagin as possible out of the spawning grounds. Having done so, take to your heels and circle round to join the infiltration unit of Y'shtola and Jake.
It is so cool to see Menphilia out and about. It's just, it's almost, your brain is like, wait, oh, that's right. She really hasn't been out much. When all this has been set into motion, I myself shall cut a path to the Aetheryte, accompanied by Lady Menphilia, as was agreed. More like shoot yourself a path, I'm sure, with your awesome shotgun pistol. Well, don't let me keep you, friends. To battle! Yes, Myrtle Vib, let's go.
When last we did fight side by side, Jake. Too long ago, I warrant. But come, let us away.
When we were fighting Titan, if I do remember correctly. It was the last time that we went toe-to-toe with the enemy. I've grown a lot since then. Y'shtola.
Even with the diversions, the path to the Aetheryte is bound to be fraught with danger. Pray be on constant guard, Jake.
Once everything has been set in motion, I too shall make my way to the Aetheryte. As previously agreed, Lady Menphilia will be with me. Very well, ladies. I shall see you at the Aetheryte Crystal. I know I am not a Maelstrom, but there's my flame salute that I have for you. To battle!
Blast your way through tons of fish people?
Oh yeah. I don't mind flying to the entrance, though. We have to get to the spawning grounds over there. Will help with our diversion. Come, Storm Private, let us go! This is a fate. Well, do we want to do the fate and help out? I don't know. Well, I'll kill one or two and then we'll head out. Yeah, exactly. That's it. We'll just pretend like we're helping out here real quick. All right, and then we'll be on our way. Besides, we're supposed to let the divisionary tactics do the divisionary thing, so we'll assume this is one of the division tactics. All right.
I'll leave them with one hole.
Exactly.
And run.
And run. Let the division, the distraction be the distraction. We're actually not doing our job if we let ourselves get distracted by them. So, all right, up and through to the cave to the right. Come on, Lovava, let's go. Work those legs. Look, just because you have shorter legs, don't let that be an excuse. Oop, looked the wrong thing. Ow, I really messed up there. Oh, can you put them to sleep? That's so cool.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I was saying we can use stealth tactics here.
Oh, nice.
Don't move, don't move. Alright, run.
I love it. And Yoshida's here. Perfect timing. Oh, we got hit. The summoning ritual is taking place at the Beastman Aetheryte deep within. Thither we must go. Alright.
I'm putting him to sleep.
Oh, you put both of them to sleep or just... There we go. Oh, interesting. These guys are even a little harder. There we go. Nice.
Excellent. Now we take the back door.
To the right. Join to fate. We don't need the fate, though. We got bigger fish to fry, am I right? Saxa Elbist. Nice. Alright, to the right. Oh, wait. We got more enemies. More enemies! Alright. Take on you all as well.
Man, I love being alone.
Second checkpoint, defeat them. To the last checkpoint we go. Wait a minute. Haha!
Nice.
Just run straight on through. That way we can get all of these guys as well. Oh, look at all their layered attacks.
Oh, look at these tentacles.
I love that we can kind of do it together. That the enemies can be killed together. Okay, onward and upward. Don't get caught. You're getting a little close to them. Can you put the axolotl to sleep? Oh, no, this is somebody else.
I think she's good. All right, this is our chance.
Oh yeah, let her be the bait. Let her do it. We got this. You okay? Oh, we are aiding. We are legitimately aiding. Did she teleport?
Pray, do not concern yourself. 'Twas but a glancing blow. Come, the Aetheryte is close at hand. Let us press on.
How did you get ahead of us? I think she probably teleported in and then took a hit from someone. There's the Aetheryte. It does look like a hat. Oh, is that a Maelstrom soldier? Oh, it might be one of the drowned.
They have made thralls of soldiers and civilians both.
Yeah, and they all tempered them all. Oh, he's so cool. Thancred! This throwing knives.
Did I miss much?
No, you're just in time. She's a rogue! Oh, brilliant. Whoa! AoE stun? Alright, that's a new one.
So that is how you fight in the Far East. Mental note, pick no quarrel with Domans.
Domans.
Seriously, if I am to keep up, I must needs forsake elegance for
Efficiency. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off. What's he doing with the knife? Hey, is he rogue fighting too? Are they both rogues? Two different types of rogues. Oh, that's so cool! Like an action movie. Whoa. in the back. Clearly all crits. That or they're just super over leveled. To the Aetheryte. It's not Aetheryte, it's Aetheryte then, Cred. Get it right. As I've been mispronouncing things this entire time. They're hot on our tail. Stop the summoning. We're surrounded. I actually like doing this as a monk. This is really cool. The like constant, let's go, let's go. She's calm and we're on our toes. Is it Merlwib? Yes, it is.
You'll forgive me my lateness.
The smoking gun. Oh, she's got two! Nice. Protect her at all costs.
I've been something of a liability of late, I know. 'Tis high time I set about making amends.
And time for us to stop this Aetheryte.
Long have you shriveled Sorewalkers tormented our kind. But no more. Your time is at an end.
Shriveled shorewalkers. I don't know how shriveled we are. You look way more shriveled than us.
With salt in your wound and sea in your lungs. Lord of the world.
Throw your dagger, somebody.
Deliver us from our misery.
Do you feel that?
Shoot them, Merlwib! Shoot them! Legolas! Take him down! Take him down! The echo.
I know this sensation. It's the echo.
What?
So they're pleading to the echo?
Such power. It is transcendent.
There you go. Now that's what I'm talking about. Whoa. Okay. Whoa! What? She was reborn.
Seven hells.
Strike me down if you will. It is futile. I have mastered the gift. I am eternal.
What? That's a big twist.
Mighty Leviathan, ruler of the seas, born of waters primordial. I offer unto you this frail flesh, that you might grant your faithful servants
Deliverance. I'm sorry.
you. Come forth.
Well, doesn't look like we were able to stop Leviathan summoning.
Damn you.
Boom. Yeah, can we just sit there and just keep, you know, boo, 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 boo.
Foolish Shorewalker. You cannot kill that which is eternal.
Oh, seven hells. What is this? Looks like a dragon to me.
Heavens forfend.
Damn it all.
Merlwib is very upset. I mean, understandably so.
My being am the way. It should
Is Leviathan gonna eat her?
Immortal? Curse you, emissary! You promised me everlasting.
Oh, maybe not? Or my guess is that it's their essence was basically absorbed by Leviathan. In the summoning of it, basically, it was that the you know, said all of our flesh can be used. Nary a single ship. Maybe it attacked all the ships. Oh my goodness! How many ships did she lose?
Leviathan wastes no time. The diversionary squadron is lost.
Oh my gosh.
For a mercy, 'twould seem the Primal now makes for open sea. But why does he not press his advantage? Unless... God save us. He means to unleash a tidal wave.
Oh, just take everything out all at once. Why fight individually when you can just throw a whole tidal wave at people? That would be massive. Sea Serpent, Dragon, similar enough. Similar enough.
Understand, I speak of no normal wall of water. That which Leviathan makes ready to conjure carries more destructive power than aught seen in nature. Enough to raise entire coastal settlements, if his last attempt is any guide. We cannot suffer history to be repeated. Yet how in the seven hells are we to prevent it?
Do we have both of these yet? I don't think we have the casting one. We don't. Haha.
Though the mission ended in failure, I take solace in the knowledge that Menphilia is unharmed.
Of course you do, Thancred.
Had only arrived but a moment earlier. But there's no time to brood over what might have been. Leviathan is returned. We must needs find a way to deal with him. The gods of this realm are vengeful beings. 'Tis little wonder the Garleans fear their kind so.
Or try to use machines that can absorb them.
If we meet Leviathan on open seas, we put ourselves at the Primal's mercy. We must think of a way to face him on equal terms.
Can we use Sid's airship, maybe? To get to him before he makes the tidal wave?
Though our plight cries out for action, we must take thought. So long as Leviathan remains in the open sea, he is effectively beyond our reach. Our fleet is second to none, of that you may be sure. But Limlane herself would struggle to best the Lord of the Whirl in his element. In a straight fight, he would make meat and matchwood of us.
I wonder if Limlane is one of the 12, like the 12 deities.
We need another plan, that much is plain. Let us return to Limsa and see if we cannot think of one. I shall await you in the command room.
Alright then, Merlwib. Lavava, we failed. We failed entirely. No success at all. Ugh. Oh, a tragedy has befallen us at the worst possible times. Okay, so Yagiri is a ninja, not a rogue, but Thancred is a rogue. Interesting. Well, I don't know the differences between them, so I shall await till I discover those and we try those jobs out ourselves. Thank you for the clarification, though.
Well, I guess you could say the mission to stop the summoning has been sunk.
Oh, we did not oversee them stopping in time.
Hey-o.
Hey! Oh, Shen, we weren't able to stop them.
Alright, now you're taking it a little too far.
Oh, what are you doing with stopping my puns?
I can see what you were going for there.
No need to rub salt in it. No, it's more like, I'm sorry, are all these puns an assault to you? I love puns.
We're really drowning in puns over here.
Drowning in puns. There we go. That's what we need. The final screenshot. This is it. It's cool feeling like we are like a part of a whole collective.
There used to be a hamlet beyond South Tidegate in western Lanosha. Hearthstone, it was called.
And this is a lot of voice acting now. I love it.
Some years prior to the Maelstrom's founding,
that could
rose
explain.
from the briny depths and set about unleashing watery hell upon us. On that occasion, the Company of Heroes put him down before he could do too much damage.
Company of Heroes. That's awesome. I love that. Also, I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit rougher than her actual voice acting is, so I'll try to tone it back just a touch, but
when the bastard came next, this time in the wake of the calamity, we were not so fortunate. Weary of ravaging our shoreline, he summoned a tidal wave which fair leveled Hearthstone and washed the soil away for good measure.
Oh.
The area was subsequently occupied by the Sahagin.
So that's why it's dark, because it's basically all stone. All the soil got washed away.
The thrice-damned creatures transformed it into a spawning ground for their brood.
It's so cool seeing the stars move in the background as well. Talk about adding to the feel.
Him and his legion of thralls, we can be fairly sure that Leviathan is stronger now than in his previous incarnations. If that sea demon is left to wreak havoc, what befell Hearthstone may well befall a larger settlement, even Limsa.
Not Limsa!
That cannot happen. The Primal must be stopped.
So far, we're 2 for 5.
That was ever our objective, Admiral. But how are we to achieve
No,
it?
2 for 6.
The sea is Leviathan's uncontested domain. The ships of the 3rd Squadron could not close to within 100 yards of the Primal, nor could their cannons pierce his defenses.
Air, underwater. I'm running through all of the ideas in my head as to how we could deal with him, because water is his domain, so we have to do something different.
Reports, Master Thancred. Our warships may as well have been bloody pleasure barges for all the good they did. 7 hells. Is there no way that we might strike back?
Can we set another Primal to fight him? Primal versus Primal fight?
Heroes defeated Leviathan, having first lured him into an inlet, but we must needs contend with him upon the open sea. It will avail us little to consult past experience.
We need a giant robot. That's what we need.
Admiral, if I may.
Speak freely, Marshal.
Sorry, dealing with a bug crawling on my wall. One of those little silverfish, and by little I mean large silverfish.
By all accounts, Leviathan's most formidable weapon is the very sea itself. Waves and whirlpools, tides and currents, all these things are his to command. The key to victory, I believe, lies in disarming our foe.
Can we stop the water from moving with Aetherite?
This, in effect, is what the Company of Heroes achieved with their ruse. We cannot lure Leviathan from the sea a second time. But what if we could weaken his hold upon the element of water? I have heard of devices capable of such wonders. They draw upon the power of corrupted crystals, I am told.
We used one when we were fighting Garuda. Garuda.
If mounted upon a ship, such a device might be used to prevent Leviathan from bringing the full force of the sea to bear against us, rendering him no more dangerous than any other sea serpent.
So, an anti-water corrupted crystal.
Sid built a similar device to grant the Enterprise safe passage through Garuda's Tempest, did he not?
He did indeed.
Begging
anti-wind.
My lady, but to give credit where it's due, this is something I heard from an old arcanist friend of mine.
It makes little difference who thought of it first, so long as it works. Beg the specifications of this device from your friend, and I shall pass them on to our people at Naldic and Vermelis.
Naldic and Vilmelis. Vilmelis.
But before we proceed any further, I would voice one concern. Piercing Garuda's defenses is one thing. Suppressing Leviathan's attacks, quite another.
Very true.
In matters of science, I am as a babbling babe. But I cannot well imagine that such a feat would be possible without a veritable mountain of corrupted crystals.
Let's build a boat out of corrupted crystals.
The question being, do we have a ship big enough to bear such a burden?
Yeah, airships would not work for that.
Mayhap not, Admiral, but two might. Recall you the tale of Mistbeard's greatest haul? It is said that he lashed two ships together, side by side, the better to bear his plunder.
Oh, sorry, plunder.
We might attempt to repeat the trick. The gods know it would be quicker than building a new vessel.
This is cool. This is cool.
Mistbeard did this. Truly, Marshal, upon the subject of the Pirate King, you are as a scholar.
And we've learned a little bit about Myrtlevib's past and the Mistbeards.
Now, from what I have gleaned of these matters,
Quick glance.
the device will need to be in close and constant proximity to the target. To wit, we must lash our twin vessel to Leviathan.
Oh, wow. So, like,
This in
run
itself
straight into
will be
him.
No small feat.
Yeah.
Running speed will be required, but given the weight of the cargo, that will only be attainable with the aid of a towing vessel.
Okay. So how's that gonna work? Ramming speed, two ships tied together, towing ship. This is a complex
Suffice it to
venture.
say, the task of piloting said vessel will entail considerable danger, and I would not ask it of another. I volunteer myself.
Aww. Enzar South. Oh, it's another South, but different. South Yursen. Enzar South Yursen.
Will be dangerous for all involved, but we have no better recourse. Very well.
Command stations, everyone.
Assemble the remnants of the fleet at Morabi Bay.
Morabibe.
Give priority to our soundest vessels. The repairs can wait.
We need two of the largest and fastest vessels tied together.
Storm Marshal Slafirson, command of the
Slafirson.
operations. I want that twin vessel ready to sail post-haste.
Slafirson. So the first Y is more like an E. Slafirson.
At once, Admiral.
Good man. What are we side-eyeing each other for?
Small matter of slaying the beast. The fate of Limsa Lominsa rests upon your shoulders once again. Go well, warrior of light.
We've done it before. We will do it again. We shall not fail. Being the observant adventurer that you are, you will doubtless have noticed my dagger work back at Sapsa. You know me, Jake. I like to dabble in a bit of this and that. A little bit of roguishness. The Sahagin Elder claimed to have become eternal, yet he was summarily consumed by Leviathan. Hey, so I was right on that. Leviathan did consume the Aether. What might this imply? That he has been reborn into the Leviathan? It'd be weird if Leviathan started speaking. Ha ha! I am eternal! To confront the Lord of the World in his watery domain is far from ideal, yet he is not like to come back to us. Would that he lacked the means to strike us from afar. Unfortunately, we don't have time for that. Build a giant wall. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Beings held as gods also exist in what you call the Far East. Okay, so they have primals there too, maybe? But different? Legend tells us they walked among us in days of yore, but I confess that I never truly believed in them. That I should live to behold one is humbling and horrifying in equal measure. Now that I have come face to face with the Primal, I do begin to understand why the Garleans fear them so. He's back! What is it? That was fast. A message, Admiral. I judged it best that it be delivered at once. Oh, this is just a Storm Herald. I am listening. According to the Yellow Jackets, a man has appeared who claims to have defeated Leviathan. Oh, is it one of the heroes? One of the company of heroes? The details are yet hazy, Admiral. You have dispatched one of our own to question the individual. Ah, bring him here. I am disinclined to put any store by this claim. And even should it be true, it is as Yoshida said. None save the company of heroes have bested Leviathan, and we know how they went about it. If this man is of their number, what could he tell us that we do not already know? And yet, having waged Limsa's survival on 2 ships, some rope, and a pile of crystals, can we afford to ignore this man? If his testimony could yield us any manner of advantage, should we not hear it? Darn it all! The twin vessel will soon be ready. We have no time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Jake, seek him out and learn what he knows. At the very least, it will spare you the torment of waiting for the reckoning in idleness. No time to wait for the Maelstrom's report on this supposed Primal Slayer's claims. Oh, yeah, we don't have time for the Maelstrom to talk to him, then get us a report and come back. So you do it instead. Go get the report and come back. The man you're looking for is believed to be a resident of the Grey Fleet in Lower Lenosha. The Storm Private sent to question him should already be in the vicinity. May your journey prove fruitful. Pearful. What are we thinking? Peachful? Mangoful? There's lots of fruit options. Strawberryful? If this is Limsa Laminsa, I don't know that it'd be strawberryful. Plumful, perhaps? Plumful of it. And it is in Lower Laminsa, and I think we are on the upper decks, if you will. Oh no, we're on the lower decks. Oh, in Lower Lenosha, not just Lower Limsa Laminsa. Oh, well, in that case, to Lower Lenosha we go. Lower Lenosha we go. There doesn't seem to be an Aetherite anywhere around. Lower in Lenosha we go. Way down here. Oh, that's right. I remember dealing with this before. Alright, we'll fly it. Come on, Lovava. Let's go flying.
Oh, no.
I wonder if it is faster to travel to Eastern Lenosha and then travel backwards. Wait a minute. Can you land on these things? Wait a minute. Can I get off on these things? What? Oh, that's wild. Haha. I'm on top of the world. Hey, I'm on top of the world. Hey. I know we're dealing with Leviathan about to send a tidal wave and destroy the world, but this is pretty cool. And also pretty terrifying if we were to fall off the edge of this thing and fall an immense amount of feet to our obvious demise. Wait, I have to check this one out too. Oh, is it the peak of this little tower? Maybe not. Maybe it's down here that little gray is. No, it's not. Interesting. There's a tiny bit of land. Oh, it's here. No way. It's so weird. They have this one little walkable location. That's wild. All right. Well, good to know. Have some location. Every time that I kind of walk forward and jump on Aethne, especially from heights like that, it almost feels like for a Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon, just leap of faith. Aethernet to transport outside the gate. Oh, I always forget that you can use Aethernet to jump outside the gate. That is true too. Not that it would have been that much further of a distance than... Yeah, Eastern Lenosha. Middle Lenosha. I don't know that it would have been that much of a distance saver, but... Boom! And a dragon lands outside the doors, and everyone inside suddenly looking around like, what just happened? This is one of the first places I actually tested sitting on a bed, and I was so excited and thrilled about it. Oh no, not this guy. Oh no.
Yep.
Now look here, you. You'll have your bloody story right after you carry the sacks of grain over to the mill. No.
But, sir, that's what you said before you had me pick up those oranges for you, and before I mucked out the chocobo stables, and before I rolled that millstone over to the mill, and also before...
Oh my word, you poor Storm Private. Gods, man, I've worked 3 days straight without a wink of sleep. 3 days, and you hear me complaining? I don't see you doing any work whatsoever. But I suppose I'll just have to make made for rougher stuff, though. But I suppose some of us just ain't made for the rougher stuff. All right, I'll give you what you want. Never let it be said that old Tractom ain't a generous soul. Now prick up your ears, because I won't be repeating myself. Too modest, see? Besides, there's only so much epicness a man can take in one sitting. You can? Ahem! The tale of Tractom's epic victory over the dread Primal Leviathan. Instead of diabetes, it's Leviathan. Now, Leviathan is huge. Make no mistake. To give you an idea how big, each of his scales is about as wide across as... Oh, geez, and that's no mean feat, let me tell you. When I fought him, I could barely see for all the brine he was pelting me with. Must have been a lagoon's worth at least. He even knocked me trusty axe out of me hands at one stage. Of course, that proved to be a grave mistake.
What happened next?
Why, I grabbed him by the tail and I tied him up in knots. But not wanting to take all the glory for myself, I let me mates in the company of heroes handle the rest. Like I said, I'm modest as well as heroic. Mayhap too modest. Now, there's some as say you can never truly beat Leviathan, that you've got to learn to live with them and make the best of a bad situation. Not the company, though. Excuse me? Oh, it's you! I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just enjoying the attention is all. I take back everything I said. I was never part of the company of heroes. I'm no marauder. I'm actually a complete coward. I'm nothing. I'm chocobo dung. Oh no, I'm the maggots you find wiggling in chocobo dung. I have to lie to women, and that don't happen much. Sheesh. I sure as hell didn't fight Leviathan, but I have seen him with my own eyes. 'Twas a fair few years back when I was working as a baker's hand. I was shirking my duties one day, loitering about the harbor. You? Tractom loitering about the harbor? Never would I have believed it. A big, massive sea serpent some miles off the coast, with a fleet of galleons making straight for it, cannons firing. I was so bloody scared, I soiled myself. Oh, just remembering the day. Oh, jeez. Hey, wait. If you're asking here about Leviathan, it means you're planning to fight him, ain't you? Well, take care. He really is terrible. Dreadful, I tell you. If you're not careful, you end up in his gullet or at the bottom of the sea. Yeah, we're quite aware. Thank you for nothing.
You lying, worthless coward. I can't believe you made me handle chocobo dung.
An absolute mess.
Jake, this is Minfilia. Were you able to learn aught of use against Leviathan?
Not a bit.
I beg your pardon? Leviathan? I see. That is unfortunate. At any rate, I have tidings for you. The twin vessel is now complete. We await you at the Moraby dry docks. Pray, make your way here as soon as you are able.
Yeah, I should have recognized the location instantaneously when I saw where it was. Oh, you know what? You know what? You are not even worthy of, I'm trying to mess that up. Not even worthy of playing Triple Triad with. You're a mess. You're an absolute mess. Sheesh. Nope.
Yeah, that's why earlier when I was like, oh no, it's because I'd opened the map and looked where it was.
And seen where it was. Yeah, I should have recognized it. I was too distracted looking around and playing with pillars and stuff to
I didn't know you
pay
could
attention.
land on those little pinnacles out there.
Yeah, I saw them being the white tan, which is kind of a signature that you can land on it, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool. I have no idea why they would make them able to be walked on, but they are. Maybe it's just so that you can get beautiful, beautiful shots. Speaking of beautiful shots, that is awesome.
I have Levi Beatus. Beatus.
Beatus. Leviathan. All the logs. Everyone's here. I'm told your jaunt to the Grey Fleet proved fruitless. My sympathies, lad. I'll wager it served to take your mind off the events of recent days, though. But enough of that nonsense. The moment of truth is upon us. The twin vessel, the Whirl-Eater, Whirl, like whirlpool eater, I call her, is complete, and she surpasses all my expectations. That was fast. In addition to all of her prodigious tonnage, she has been fitted with a platform that you and yours might maneuver freely in battle. I'd mention also that she is nigh unsinkable, but I am not one to tempt fate. The Whirl-Eater and her crew stand ready, my friend. Just give the word and we shall bear you to Leviathan. Man, it's happening. It's happening.
Would that we had armed ourselves with more knowledge beforehand. It cannot be helped now. I take comfort in the fact that you have faced worse odds in the past, and have ever prevailed. You will do so again, of that I have no doubt. When First Master Enzar, I can't remember how one of them said it, Enzar, I think it is, Enzar, proposed the twin vessel, I must confess that I had my doubts. Only now that the Whirl-Eater is complete do I see the elegance of this solution.
Looking forward to checking out ourselves. To complete the twin vessel in so short a time, and with limited materials, the people of Naldic Vilmeli have won the admirer in me. So I remember how to say the other one.
It will require no small amount of helmsmanship to tow the Whirl-Eater. I dare say delivering you safely to Leviathan will be a battle in and of itself.
In order to build the Whirl-Eater, we had to decommission 2 perfectly serviceable galleons. Suffice it to say, their captains weren't best pleased with the notion. When I offered them the chance to keep their ships and face Leviathan in our stead, they magnanimously withdrew their complaints. Yeah. We must all make sacrifices for the greater good, they said. That's a hilarious little tidbit. I love it.
That we could not command the sea itself. It is the Maelstrom's charge we ensure safe passage for all who sail upon it. Come hells or high water, we will perform our duty.
Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, do you want to finish out 2.2?
It is a little bit on the later side.
You could save this for the beginning of the next stream.
Yeah. Well, the question is, how long do you think this? I'm gonna guess, not raid, not dungeon, but trial. How long do you think this trial takes on average? If it's like Ifrit or the other ones, especially for MSQ stuff, it shouldn't take that long.
It's a little bit longer. I would say it takes anywhere from like 5 to 10 minutes. Because you're gonna have to watch cutscenes. There's gonna be mechanics and stuff. So I would say, and then you're gonna have to wait unless we just get instant queue pop. You're gonna have to wait for the queue to pop. So I would say for both the fight and the last 2 quests to finish out 2.2, you're looking at least another 30 minutes.
Oh, 2.2 through the Maelstrom. Nice. 30 minutes from here. It probably is going to be better to wait till next time, because it is a little bit late and it's been a long week for me. So as much as I really do hate to stop this, I'm like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let me at him. I think that probably is wisest to sit this one out and to start the next stream. I hopefully will be able to squeeze it in before next Thursday, and you'll know both on the Discord and on YouTube because I'll put it up as a premiere if I manage to get one before next Thursday. But regardless, we'll start next Thursday with finishing off 2.2 and doing the Leviathan trial, which would be super exciting. And then I still want to jump into doing the Lancer stuff and running. We should easily be able to go all the way to Dragoon, though I don't know that we'll finish off to 50 the Dragoon stories. We'll see how much experience we get in the time frame between now and then. But yeah, I think that considering as late as it is, it will be best, and we'll just have to put a bit of a cliffhanger pause on the Leviathan story until next time. But
yeah, I think that's cool because it'll be a great way to like pop off the beginning of the next stream with like a really exciting high point.
Yeah, and it's the prep before the storm. This is the calm before the storm, and Yaguri has been an awesome character to be introduced to. And I hope that at some point she takes off her hood and we get to see what she looks like without it. But even still, I can just imagine how cool the experience of seeing her first time was, and just her looking so different than everyone else is super cool. And yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot. You're hugging everyone. Aw, that's so cute. Lalafels are just too adorable. They don't have enough joining us for adventures. Hug to Thancred, which he definitely needs after everything that he's been through. Aww, you giving me a hug too? Here's a hug for you as well. That's so sweet. Alright, well, actually, we should test out, is there anything sittable around here first? Can we sit on the side?
Oh, did you get a chance to watch the Coils video?
No, I haven't yet. So I left work, and a part of the difficulty is that normally I can at least like listen to videos and stuff when I'm driving. Is usually I just put on a YouTube video in the background while driving.
That's literally what I did this morning.
But I've actually been GPSing my way home a lot of the time because it's a new route from work with a new job. And to try to avoid traffic, I listen to the GPS. And so trying to listen to a YouTube video that's constantly being interrupted by, turn left at the next, I'm just like, shut up, I just want to listen to this YouTube video.
Turn left at the Bahamut.
Right, exactly. And so I've just been, I will probably listen to it on the way into work tomorrow, because that way I'll be able to, I can just take the highway and listen to it on the way into work. So it's much easier. But no, I'm very excited to see it all put together. I wanted to see what this NPC was saying again. Oh, there it is. A few more days in the sun, and then they'll be ready. Oh, she's drying off the logs for turning into ships and stuff. Cedar, now that's what you're wondering, weren't it? Each kind of wood has its own use, you see. Now cedar, that's a tree that grows straight and tall, making them a perfect choice for masts and yardards and the like. Oh, a little tidbit about shipbuilding. This is so cool. Alright, well, I think we'll just take a sit on the logs. Hopefully they don't roll underneath us and crush our ankles. And
I know Sideswiper, like, I always in my heart, I'm like, let's do more MSQ, let's do more MSQ. But I think that if we pause here, we can not only not be tired to work tomorrow, but we can also have like a really cool like Leviathan
intro
teaser image. Well, teaser image.
Oh, that's true.
For the next stream,
That's
like,
true.
That'd be really cool.
I can use one of the images that I took. I took a bunch of screenshots, as I always do, and I can grab one of those for our intro next time. But yep, I think that's going to be it for us tonight. Unfortunately, I know I'm stopping a little bit earlier than I normally do. I just have been working like 60-hour weeks at work, getting home a lot later than normal, and it's just been a bit exhausting. So we'll see if I can get a stream before next Thursday. If not, I'll see you next Thursday, and I hope you all have been having a great one. And if you haven't yet, as Holo was just referencing, we do have the Coils of Bahamut video highlights compiled on the Holo plus Jake channel, which should be in the description of this channel or any of the channels. It's also linked on the main page of this channel as well, so lots of different ways that you can get it. Or you can just search YouTube for Holo plus Jake or Jake plus Holo, either one will work, and find the channel from there and watch the video. Let us know what your thoughts are on it, as it's all compiled together in a highlight video. I think Holo's been doing an amazing job putting together all of the highlights, and it's been very enjoyable to get those recaps and stuff. So we'll see you all next time. Have